This episode,
we review director Josh Safdie's ping-pong-centered film, Marty Supreme Fries.
we examine HBO's bold claims about the potential success of the upcoming Harry Potter TV series.
And we get excited for the future of the science fiction TV franchise Severance under Apple's new acquired ownership.
What are you making it so that people have to play it at 2 times speed so that they can make it regular speed?
Maybe, I don't know.
You're pre-adjusting the speed of how they're listening to the podcast. Is that what you're doing?
I was just winging it.
Oh,
There's no purpose.
wow. It was really good.
There's no thought behind these eyes.
It was so good. Wow. So good.
Thanks, dude. Wow, that's really nice of you.
So good. Wow, you're so good at this. You're so good.
He's really good. You know, remember that scene in Camp Rock?
No.
You ever watch Camp Rock?
I never saw Camp Rock. No.
Oh my God. So there's a scene in Camp Rock where the one character, she's playing music. It's like beep bop beep bop. It's like the worst sounding like music.
Okay.
And then it like cuts to Demi Lovato and she's like, wow, she's really good. And like my friend group just constantly references that scene.
It's sarcasm, right? It was sarcasm?
No, she's serious, just like you were.
She's being earnest. Okay, well, I was being sarcastic. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know. I know the audience knows because it's very obvious. I was really emphasizing the sarcasm. But anyway, with new episodes airing every 2 weeks on Tuesdays, Adrian, this is Split Focus, a film and TV podcast. I'm Simon Eady. Hello, Earth Adrian. How long is this clip? This is an intro. We're doing a cold open here. Yeah. Okay.
She's really good.
Excellent.
That's it. I'm Adrian Pinner.
Oh my God. Welcome to episode 130. Adrian, I know you love sports. The Olympics are in full swing, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited about it? Are you watching the Olympics?
I'm not.
The Winter Olympics? Oh.
No, I watched a little bit of it when I was at Chuck's Roadhouse the other night getting half-price appetizers.
Oh, what'd you see?
I don't remember.
Oh, because
Yeah,
it would have been over, so it
hockey.
would have been all replays because it's in Italy. So
I think it was the replay of the women's hockey.
oh, that's sad.
Like Canada losing to the United States of America.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, I know.
That sucked.
We hate Americans here. We hate the United States here.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. No, I
I
don't.
don't even hate Americans. I hate their administration.
No, I
Hate's a strong word. I don't like it at all. It's bad.
hate all of them. I hate everyone
What?
except for me and you.
Yeah, it's crazy because our podcast is incredibly American centric. It's so out of touch.
It is?
Isn't it? No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't a podcast strictly about Schitt's Creek. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that much of a vibrant Hollywood
It's about heated rivalry.
type of equivalent here.
Yeah.
Heated rivalry, right? Yeah, that's very popular. Yeah, that's Canadian, I guess. Yeah, that's cool.
Did your wife watch that?
No. Did yours?
Heated rivalry? No. Yeah, of course.
Did you?
All the women. I've seen some scenes of it.
Oh, okay.
Every time I walked into the room, it was like a dude getting railed. And I was like, oh my goodness. You're.
Oh, wow.
It's very like sexual. Obviously, my I was probably just walking in at the worst time. It's like, you know, when you never watched anime, but like when you're watching anime as a kid and then there's that like brief moment of like fan service where it's like zooming in on the anime girl's titties or whatever. And then like your parents walk in and you're like, what are you watching?
Right. Yeah.
It was kind of like that situation. But for my wife,
Great.
she's like, I feel so dirty watching this.
Yeah.
But hey, man, it's a love story. Let those guys fuck.
Yeah.
Let them do it. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. I have no
I'm a
problem.
big fan of dudes fucking.
That's on Netflix, right? That's a Netflix show. That's probably why my wife hasn't watched it. I think she intends
No, it's
to
on
see
Crave, dude. It's a Crave original.
Crave. Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a Crave original, but it's been blowing up all over the world, though, isn't it?
Correct.
Like
It's a Crave original. A lot of the hockey scenes were actually filmed in Guelph at the Smirnoff Center or whatever.
Yeah, but a lot of Hollywood stuff gets filmed in Canada too. I didn't know that it was like
But it was
purely
filmed in Guelph,
Canadian.
Ontario.
It's produced by Canada.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's filmed in Hamilton and Guelph, Ontario. A lot of the show.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Wow.
Pretty neat, man. But no, I
Wow.
didn't watch it. I don't know. Like, I don't know much about it apart from that it's like a hockey boys, and it's like the two captains on the hockey team, and they're like in love, but they don't want to come out.
It's two different teams though, right? Two captains against each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. One guy's a Russian.
Hence the rivalry part.
Yeah, one guy's Russian, one guy's Canadian or something.
Oh, okay.
Man,
Wow. Incredible.
it's romance, dude.
Yeah, it sure is.
I love romance.
That's good.
I'll be talking about a romance flick later, man.
Oh, romance, the genre.
The genre.
So maybe you should watch it. You should watch Heated Rivalry. You're missing out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna just watch it on my own at any time. I don't really watch too much TV by myself, to be fair. But like maybe like if my wife does a rewatch before season 2, I'll watch it. Who knows? Maybe I'll like it.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'll like it.
Maybe. Well, you may as well just jump into what we've been watching. It's a good segue, I guess.
Okay, let's do it, man.
Do it. Do it up.
All right, man. Let me tell you what I've been watching, what I've been seeing on the Netflix. I watched a movie with my wife called People We Meet on Vacation. Have you ever heard of it, Simon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah. It's based on a book. And it's just like, I don't know, it's like your typical sort of like rom-com, you know what I mean? But with a unique little twist. And it's, you know, the setup is like the two main characters played by Tom Blythe, who I only have seen in the Hunger Games prequel, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And then Emily Bader, who I've not seen in anything as far as I'm aware. And they're the two main characters. And they like meet when they're younger, like in college, to drive back to their hometown. And like they don't really know each other, and they go on like this little road trip together, and then kind of grow a friendship, and then make like a pact that every year we're going to go on a vacation together, and you know, like see if we can, you know, just have a good time.
Yeah.
The title is like a little bit odd because it's not really about the people they meet on vacation. It's about their relationship. So it's a, you know, it's a little bit of, it throws you for a loop there. But,
did they meet themselves? Did they first meet on vacation when they were children, maybe?
No, okay. They didn't. They met in college because they're driving back to their hometown.
Huh.
Where they're both from, but they never knew each other.
Strange.
Yeah. And you know, the setup is pretty much that. Like, yeah, we're going to go on vacations all the time. And then there's like a jump forward, I think like 9 years or 10 years before, or like ahead of time. I can't remember the exact, maybe it's like 8. Who cares? Time doesn't matter. And it's like at that point in time, their relationship is split and like they're not friends anymore. And it's like, oh, why? You know, what happened? And then you go back and it shows like a few summers, a few vacations that they've been on. And like, you know, they talk about their partners that they were with at those times and everything like that. And, you know, ultimately it's about like, will they, won't they? You know, are they going to end up together or not, these two? And it's honestly, again, it's just like a fun time. It's quite funny. It's like wholesome. Every once in a while, I just like a good rom-com. You know what I mean? It's not my favorite, you know, genre. It's always predictable, but it's not necessarily about the ending. It's about the journey to get there. And I don't think it's particularly, you know, it's not like a spectacular movie, but I really enjoyed it. I had a good time, and I'm glad that I watched it. I watched it on Valentine's Day. Wait, did I watch it on Valentine's Day? No, I'm lying to you. Let me just double check when I watched it.
The 14th, Saturday. Is it a Saturday?
Yeah, I did watch it on Valentine's Day with my wife.
There you go.
So it was a nice little like Valentine's Day thing.
Nice.
My wife got me a little ice cream cake, which was really cute from DQ. A little heart ice cream cake. Red velvet, delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, but what I wanted to bring up about this movie that I found really interesting is, so Tom Blythe, again, I don't remember, did I talk to you about Songbirds and Snakes, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the Hunger Game movie?
You did.
Did we talk about it
briefly at some point?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned it then. I feel like I must have. How I felt like the main characters in that movie, like Tom Blythe's character and Rachel Ziegler's character, had like absolutely no chemistry. Like I felt like
I think you did mention that, yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, something's off. I'm like, it must be the guy, because I saw Rachel Ziegler in that musical movie singing
Spielberg.
Yeah.
God. The story, West Side
Story, yeah. And she was like with Ansel Englehort. What's his last name? Dude, I'm fucking Ansel Engelhort, Baby Driver.
I know what you're
Baby
talking
Driver.
about. I don't think that's his name.
Is it
Yeah,
not?
yeah. I don't know. He's in Tokyo Vice. I'm just gonna type in Tokyo Vice and it'll come up. But
Why don't you
the
just type
dude
in Baby
from
Driver?
the dude from Ansel Engelhort. That's Elgert. Ansel Elgert. That doesn't
Ansel
sound
El-
right though.
Ansel Elgort. Okay,
Elgort.
so I wasn't too far off. To be
No, you
fair.
weren't actually that far off, but it threw me off. It's like when you say a word too many times and it doesn't sound like a word anymore. It's
Yeah.
weird because Ansel Elgort is not in anything really as much
wasn't
anymore.
there-
There's
I
a
think there was like a-
controversy,
Yeah.
but I don't know
Which
what
is-
happened if he got sorted or not. But I mean, Baby Driver is amazing. That's
I
my
know.
favorite role that he's played. But anyway,
Oh yeah, that's maybe the only role I've seen him in.
West Side Story.
Except for West Side Story. Yeah, good point. I was literally just talking about that movie. Anyways, I'm going up.
We're on
these
a
tangents
roll
here.
here.
Yeah, dude, we're doing a really good job. And I was saying, like in West Side Story, like Ansel Elgort and Rachel Ziegler, like they have like really great chemistry.
Yeah, I think
So when I watched Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I'm like, it's not Rachel Ziegler. Like it's this Tom Blythe guy. But then
Yeah.
I watched People We Meet on Vacation, and the chemistry between Tom Blythe and Emily Bader was phenomenal. And like you got the full buy-in, and I was like, oh, this is great. So I just think like Tom Blythe and Rachel Ziegler, their chemistry don't match.
They didn't connect. Maybe the director didn't help them. Maybe there was some
Yeah.
circumstances on set that didn't work out. Maybe they didn't like each other privately.
Possible.
Who knows? You know, personally,
It's possible.
I don't know.
But hey, man, Stefan and Elena, those actors from Vampire Diaries, they didn't like each other in the first season, but they still got chemistry in that first season of Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good stuff.
I didn't know
But
they
anyways-
didn't like each other. You know all the deets, eh?
I know all the deets, dude. My
background.
wife just finished Vampire Diaries, like the last episode, last few
Wow.
episodes.
She gonna watch
I
the
didn't
spin-offs?
it. No, I don't think she wants.
She's
to.
not?
I don't think she cares. No, she doesn't really like the originals because like they have like the arc of the originals, and then they had that spin-off. She's like, I don't care about any of these characters. I'm not
I
gonna
like
watch
the
it.
originals. But one of my favorite characters is the one brother, the level-headed
Klaus.
one. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah,
Klaus
Emmett.
is not level-headed.
Yeah, no. It's like Emmett or something.
Yeah, it's with an E, not
Yeah.
Edgar. It's like an old-fashioned name. I'll look it up while you talk.
Okay, cool. But yeah, all in all, like, yeah, People We Meet on Vacation, just like a fun little rom-com. Good chemistry between the two main actors.
Elijah.
And Elijah, I knew it was an E. Biblical. And yeah, it was just it's a good time. I think like it's a really cute movie. I don't know. I honestly don't know if your wife's like into like rom-coms really. I know she likes Grey's Anatomy, but that's not really a rom-com. That's more of
Yeah,
a
she's watched
medical
like.
drama.
I mean, she
romance.
watched Emily in Paris. She likes Bridgerton. You know what I mean?
I
The shows
don't-
mostly, but she's watching a lot of shows, like not a lot of
Yeah.
movies in general. I guess for movies, she likes the seems like the bombast, the spectacle. You know, of like the monster, the kaiju movies, the the MonsterVerse type
Yeah.
situation.
Definitely. Well, that's great. I'm glad. So, but yeah, if you guys, want to have a nice little romantic evening, the two of you, put it on if you got Netflix.
To be fair, though, like we do watch a lot of stuff apart. Her in particular. Do you find that your wife watches a lot of stuff apart? Actually, I don't know that quite the answer because like you and I, the thing is, we fill up our spare time when we're not with our respective wives playing video games, and this is kind of a thing. Like I've probably watched I'm in like a lull period for watching movies and TV shows because of the number of video games I'm trying to play and catch up on. This is such a big year for gaming. I feel like there's a lot of games I'm really excited for, so I'm just trying to like kind of get out some of my backlog for platinums and things like that out of the way and just enjoy gaming while I can. I'm trying to, I don't know. I also try to not fill it with social media. I try not to scroll social media. I'm cutting that out more and more this year. See if I can cut it out the most I've ever done. But specifically movies and TV shows, we don't maybe watch them apart from our wives because we're playing video games, whereas they might watch it on the side. Like my wife right now is moving through Buffy the Vampire Slayer and
Nice.
and Angel, like because they kind of work off of each other, the spinoff there. And so she's going through those again. And that's kind of what she does in her free time. She watches a lot of TV shows. So for your wife, I don't know. What does she do in her free time? Does she basket weave? Does she play
She
tennis?
does basket weave. I
don't know.
Yeah. She
Skydive?
knits scarves for my cat.
Right. Yeah. You're going for all the boring ones. I try to mix it up because I don't know.
It goes to the shooting range.
Oh, whoa.
You know, yeah.
Okay, that's extreme too. Skydiving's pretty extreme though. I feel
Yeah,
like that's
very
a
much so.
pretty extreme hobby.
Yeah, no, she watches. I mean, again, she was watching Vampire Diaries mostly by herself. Like I would sometimes hang out with her, and maybe I would pull out like my PlayStation Portal and play next to her or something like that for like depending on the game that I'm playing. But yeah, we do spend a lot of time apart. Really, yeah. Again, I don't watch too many things alone. But she doesn't really know what she wants to watch. Again, she watched Heated Rivalry by herself.
Yeah. We just talked about that too.
And Vampire Diaries by herself. She's watching Canada Shore by herself. The reality TV show. Right. And I simply can't. I just can't. I can't. I'll be honest with you. It's like, no. I bowed out after like episode 2. I was like, I can't do this. This is actually frustrating to watch.
It's interesting. That's 2 very Canadian shows. That's kind of interesting. You know what? There hasn't been that many very popular Canadian shows. I wonder if like Schitt's Creek sparked the industry a little bit here more or something like that. Because it just hasn't. Yeah. There's never been that many mainstream. Seeing Heated Rivalry blow up. I don't know how I didn't know that was like a Canadian. I should have known that because Prime Minister Carney, I think he was in like a photo with one of the main actors from Heated Rivalry. I didn't connect it. I just thought it was a hockey connection because he's a fan, and I thought it was just filmed here. I didn't think. So it's I don't know. That's awesome. So I'm curious to see if it sparks a deeper root, like more deep movie kind of production here in Canada in a deeper way. As Heated Rivalry is really popular, Schitt's Creek cleaned up at the Emmys that one year. It seems to be like growing. I hope that's happening. That's kind of cool if that happens.
Yeah, I mean, even back in the day, like Trailer Park Boys. I think Trailer Park Boys is still very popular. I'm kind of out of it, but that's a Canadian series.
I don't know how popular. Isn't like one of the actors like embroiled in like a huge controversy right now?
Yeah, the Bubbles guy, Mike something. Yeah. There was a couple of controversies like back in the day, like sexual assault and like battery allegations, and then I think those kind of faded away, and then they just got brought up again, like other ones, which is a shame. Right. I really loved Trailer Park Boys back in the day. I've kind of fallen off of it over I don't know. It went on Netflix. I watched I think the first 2 Netflix seasons. And then the last one I watched, I was like, this is actually really bad and I don't like it. And then the actor that played Jim Leahy passed away. And I was like, okay, I think this is like a proper time for me to just kind of bow out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which was a shame. But yeah, it's interesting. There are some other like TV, like Canadian TVs, but yeah, I guess like none of them have really exploded to the level of, again, a Heated Rivalry or a Schitt's Creek. Yeah.
Like blown up to like actually be shared with the United States. Usually it goes the other way, like for the most part. Or they'll film a lot of stuff in Canada in like the Vancouver area and the BC and sometimes in Alberta with like The Last of Us and stuff like that. That's obvious, like because of the credits, I guess, that the government gives Hollywood. But yeah, it's just rare to see it to go the other way. But yeah, it's cool. I'm hoping to see it grow more. That would be kind of awesome. But yeah, okay. Anything else you watched? Or anything else you want to say about?
No. There's not much else to say about people we meet on people we meet on vacation. I don't know why I just like randomly had an accent there that it was just coming out of me, man. The other thing that I watched, Simon, which is actually like a nice surprise. So we're taking a little break from Slow Horses. We love Slow Horses. Finished the first 2 seasons. I still got Apple TV because of I forget why do I have Apple TV? What's coming out week to week? Shrinking, and then Monarch's coming out soon as well. So I'm just going to keep it on.
Right.
And again, we're watching Shrinking week to week. I'm not going to say much about it. Same with Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Dude, the last episode of Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I think the 5th, it's the penultimate episode of the season. Amazing. Like top tier shit. Yeah, there's only 6. And again, they're short too. So I would highly recommend you pop in there because I know you like the Game of Thrones universe. And this is oh, okay, then don't worry about it. But yeah, it's fantastic. And I'm excited. The finale is tomorrow as of when we're recording. So I'll definitely watch it. But I don't know if you remember me talking about the TV series Platonic starring Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I did not like it. I was not a fan of season 1. I thought both Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne's character were so frustrating and unlikable that I just could not get into it. And I didn't think the show was funny enough to kind of keep me hooked that entire time. And I think there was a lot of issues with it, and I just didn't think the writing was particularly great. And there was just like a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of things that I just really disliked about it. I can't think of them all off the top of my head, but I don't know. You can listen to our review from whenever it was.
Yeah.
But
and it's good to point out, I guess, that the audiences did seem to like it fairly well. Like
I was in the
pointed out at
minority.
the time that you thought yourself to be in the minority, because it's not like review. I don't wait. Why isn't it
It's
coming
reviewed
up here?
very well.
I think it was like over a 90. Yeah, 96.
Yeah, it's reviewed very well. So we went into season 2 because it's all done, and we're like, we'll give it a try. We want like kind of something quick, like half-hour episodes, and we completed all of season 2.
Oh wow.
And I want to say I don't know if I got to go back and rewatch season 1. Maybe I was in a mood or whatever. But
yeah,
we both actually really liked season 2. I think it got a lot better. It's interesting because they kind of, I think the characters had a lot of growth. And this is, again, me assuming, but I feel like maybe the writers realize like we need these characters to be a little bit more likable and more, or I guess less grating and like constantly like, woe is me. Like the first season, like I'm doing a shitty thing and I'm getting, shit back and I got to feel sorry for this character. And they kind of got rid of that in season 2 and then make them kind of better people. Again, they still have their flaws like any characters. And then they give a little bit more attention to like Rose Byrne's husband in the show and kind of more tertiary characters. And I thought it was just a lot better. It was incredibly funny this time around. Again, maybe just because I'm more into the characters. The season's kind of set up with like Seth Rogen's character. He's going to get married to this woman that he met at the end of the first season. And Rose Byrne is like doing a wedding planning company and she's like planning the wedding. And I assumed this would be the full arc of the show, like the season 2. And I was pleasantly surprised that it's not. It's actually like only the first like 4 or 5 episodes. And then it kind of goes off from there and like focuses in a lot on like Rose Byrne's family, particularly her husband kind of struggling with like his work and stuff. And they do like a lot of visual gags with him, which I really appreciated. Like there's like a fedora bit that just is once brought into the show, just consistent throughout the series or the season. And I don't know, fedoras are so stupid, man. And it's like, they know it. And if you wear a fedora out there, why?
You better be digging for treasure in the jungle,
Yeah.
That's when it's cool, I think.
Yeah. You know what? I'll allow that. Very situational. But no,
Yeah.
he's wearing a fedora and it's his like writing hat when he's like writing his story and he just keeps on putting on this fedora and it's just absurd.
Oh, that's cool. He's
and
alone.
yeah.
Comfort of his own home,
Yeah, I
all
guess so. But yeah, it just goes in like a lot of unique places and, it kind of keeps you on your toes. And it's just really funny. And there are these like more like heartfelt moments. Again, like it seems like a very real relationship between Rose Byrne and her husband, far more so than in the first season where, again, Rose Byrne was just a shitty wife to him the entire time. And there's like this brief moment of like, oh, he did one bad thing. So now we got to side with her, even though she's been doing a bunch of shitty things the entire season. And I just felt like it was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't as well balanced. And in this season, their relationship is a lot more balanced and they're both kind of, going through the motions and going through things and, kind of being there for each other, which was nice. And I just thought this season was significantly better than season 1. And I'm glad that I watched it. And it is cool because I checked, they did renew it for season 3. And they set up the 3rd season in the end, very similarly to how they set up season 2 at the end of season 1. So, yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm in. I'm back into the show. I'm excited about season 3. Hopefully, they maintain this momentum for me. Because again, I know I was in the minority of that first season.
Cool.
I'm disliking that first season, but yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Anything else you've watched, my friend?
No, man. No, again, just things I'm watching week to week, which I'll talk about more when completed. But yeah, no.
Okay.
What have you watched? Have you watched anything solo apart from what we watched together?
Yeah. Well, I watched, not really solo, but with my wife here. We finished Fallout season 2. Pretty good. I like Fallout quite a bit. I think it's good. It's well built. Really like it. Justin Theroux kills it. That's Robert House. Really good. Really
Robert
cool.
House? Isn't it Andrew House?
No.
Oh. I never
Not
watched
Andrew House.
season 2. I just thought the character
Although
was
I
always
do
called Andrew
think we
House.
said Andrew House last episode or the episode before. I don't know if it was you or me, but
Yeah, maybe it was
Andrew
me.
House is not a guy. I don't know if that's a fictional character or something else, but I couldn't
Andrew
find him.
House, he is a guy. He's national security and government. He's a lawyer.
A guy, a
Andrew
fictional. I
served
just
from
said fictional character.
2010 to 2015 as chief of staff to successive ministers of public safety and emergency preparedness, working with his team to manage some of the most critical
This is
files
useless.
facing the government of Canada in
This is a
areas
film
of
and TV
national
podcast.
security
Get real.
policy and
You know what I think it is, though?
Policing, sorry.
You know what it is?
Borders and trade and disaster response.
So there's Robert House, right? And then he's
Yeah.
like a kind of a figure. He's like this genius kind of figure in the Fallout universe. Like he's from the games, and he's important in like Fallout New Vegas and things like that. But there's also another character in a different game who's also kind of a genius character who also kind of has a similar thing where he's like pulling strings. He's like a string puller, like a puppeteer type dude. It's kind of similar to Robert House in a way. And it's Andrew Ryan. So I'm wondering if that's maybe where the confusion comes from
Maybe.
BioShock. Because I was trying to figure it out. I looked up Andrew House because I remembered in my car, I was listening to some other podcast and somebody said Robert House. I'm like, yeah, it is Robert House, isn't it? What I think I've been saying Andrew, or we just said it on the podcast. It was like right after we recorded the last one. I'm like, I remembered that we said Andrew House. Anyways, there's Robert House, and Justin Theroux just kills it. Like he's
Andrew
literally
in
a
the
scene
house.
stiller. What?
Andrew in the house.
Robert in the house?
Yeah, Robert in the
What?
house. Like
Did
Corey
you just
in the
mess it up
house.
again earnestly, or did you do that as an accident? I don't understand.
I did it as I. Don't worry about it. Continue.
Or I guess it's not an
Robert
accident,
in the
as a
house.
joke. As a joke. As a yoke.
Corey
Okay,
in
no,
the
but
house. Disney's
no,
Corey
I get
in
it.
the house.
Anyway, I understand. I understand where you're going with this bit. I'm not sure it's good, but Robert House really compelling. I just think he's very, very fun to watch. Him and oh my god, I'm losing all my names today. The dude from Justified.
Timothy Oliphant.
And no. The other main character in Justified.
Walton Goggins.
And thank you, Walton Goggins. Yeah.
The ghoul. He's the ghoul, right?
Yeah. He's also a scene stiller. They're just,
Nice.
it's a good cast. I really like it. And I like where they're going with it. And I like how it progresses. Like it consistently moves forward. They also have Macaulay Culkin in this season. It's good. I really like it.
Oh,
Anyway,
nice.
point is good
Ella
production
Purnell.
values. I'm surprised with Amazon. Amazon's got like they're kind of like Apple in that they throw a lot of money around, it seems like, in comparison to other streamers, which seem to be kind of dialing it back sometimes. Like if you look at Squid Game and look at some of the CG, you're like, what? And you're like, why is this happening? But when you look at these shows, I feel like, including Little Lord of the Rings of Power show, and this show, and they're making the God of War show, and they've got like a lot of crazy like projects that will cost a lot of money in post production, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty impressive that they're kind of willing to spend the money. So Amazon's interesting in that way. They're like they do have like bad shows too, and like a lot of not slop, but like it's just some of the stuff is just not as
The Summer I Turned Pretty. I don't know if that's a good
some
show.
of the stuff is not as focused. Although that was very popular, right? The Summer I Turned
think it was,
Pretty,
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
did pretty well. But they're not always, or like I think my best example of this is the Wheel of Fortune show. I just felt like the quality of that. Whenever I saw a trailer, I was like, is this
Wheel of Fortune?
really
Wheel of Time, no?
Wheel of Time? Thank you, thank God you caught me there. Wheel of Fortune.
I was like,
Yeah,
wait, one
the
second.
game
Isn't
show.
that the
It
fucking
really
game
costs
show, dude?
so much to make that game show, dude. You don't even know.
That's funny.
No, Wheel of Time. Yeah, the Wheel of Time adaptation wasn't as well regarded. And every time I saw a trailer, I'm like, this kind of looks cheap. I'm not sure. The Lord of the Rings of Power show looks good. I think it looks pretty great. and
I
it
hope
sounds very good.
so.
Yeah, but
Didn't
people
they
don't
spend,
think
like,
it does.
hundreds
right?
of millions?
Isn't it part of the problem for people?
I don't know.
think it looks good?
I thought people would just complain about the writing.
No, they make fun
They-
of the armor. They make fun of the casting. They make fun of the everything. Everything's made fun of. Every single thing. The armor in particular, like the armor of some of the characters are like, oh wow, this armor looks cheap. Look, this was from 2005, and they show like Lord of the Rings, like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. It's like, okay, it's different. That's cool. It doesn't look worse. I'm just, it's confusing to me. I don't agree. They
It's
pick
better than the
apart
ball sack armor from The Witcher, no? Remember the
ball sack armor. Yeah, that's unique. I didn't mind it either. Actually, it was okay.
I don't watch either of these shows, by the way. I'm just going off. I'm just riffing here.
Yeah. Where am I going with this? Anyway, Fallout's good. I like it. The other show I watched and I finished. So I finished 2 shows. And the other show is Disney Plus's Wonder Man, the Marvel Cinematic Universe Wonder Man show. It is spectacular. It is so good. It's so maturely built. It's like they don't care about how big of a swing they're taking, and that this is nothing like is anything in the MCU. It's like Barry cross Watchmen cross the studio. It's those 3 like mix and match of that kind of vibe of this old Hollywood type of feel, even though it's kind of modern Hollywood. They've got an episode in there that just kind of goes off the beaten path, like a Mythic Quest episode type thing, where when Mythic Quest was best, they go off the beaten path and do like a flashback to something that's completely unrelated. And they do it so boldly and confidently. It's such a confident TV show. It's shocking that they held it back for a year before they released it, because it's also so drastically different from everything else in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's awesome. It's well directed. It's well shot. It's well written. It's well acted. I think it should get nominated for Emmys. If any MCU can get nominated for Emmys, which WandaVision did get nominated. I think did another show get nominated? I'm not sure, but I know WandaVision did. It was the first kind of year of the Disney Plus Marvel shows. It got nominated for Emmys, like for best show, for best drama for WandaVision. This should get nominated for best comedy, and I think arguably Abdul-Mateen II should get nominated for acting as well. Ben Kingsley kills it as well. It's also a very emotional show. It's a character study. It's just a character study of an actor or an actors trying to make it in Hollywood. Ben Kingsley is essentially playing Trevor Slattery from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he's mentoring Simon Williams, played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. And it's kind of, again, it's very heart wrenching. It's I don't know, not heart wrenching. I guess it is a comedy, but it's very, it's some ways heartwarming, but it's definitely an emotional tale, and they're very like vulnerable at times. It's excellent. It's refreshing. It's maybe the best thing I've watched this year in terms of TV. That's short.
Nice.
I mean, it's only 2 months in, so it's not much saying that much.
Fair enough.
But it
just to add on here, Loki did get nominated for Emmys as well.
So
and
this is a no-brainer.
I think even X-Men 97 was as well.
Yeah, Emmys, I'm saying more so it should also get nominated for best comedy, though. Like Loki did get nominated for best drama. Like they're all going to get nominated for something. There's so many Emmys. There's like an Emmy category for kind of everything. So in that way, there would be some category that it hits, but I would give it for writing. Even like the titling sequences, I said this before, it's just incredibly confident. Anyway, I recommend it to anyone who. This was something that's interesting too. My brother, when we came out of The Dark Knight, because he had already seen it, and we went to go see The Dark Knight together again in IMAX. And when we got out of the theater, he was like, something I was thinking about recently is The Dark Knight would be a good movie without Batman in it. Like whereas some like big IP, big franchise films, they kind of rely very heavily on the characters in their films. Like they rely on Spider-Man, the Spider-Man movies to kind of pull the audience in. But The Dark Knight is very thoughtful and thought-provoking and very well written and well directed and well acted, that it could be a movie about someone other than Batman, and you have to change some things and it would still be very good. It's like, it reminds me of Andor. Andor is the same thing. Replace, make it a different brand of fascism, make it not Star Wars, switch out some of those elements, and you have still a really, really excellent TV show. That's very good, and it's good apart from Star Wars. It could stand alone as something that's just excellent. You should watch it regardless of whether you like Star Wars or not. That's the same thing with this MCU, like Marvel Cinematic Universe show in Wonder Man. It is excellent on its own. You can watch it and really get something out of it without knowing anything about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's rooted in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but there's the bombast and the spectacle is not the focus. I really love it. It's excellent. Yeah,
cool.
So I recommend it to everybody. But
That's kind of nice to hear. I'm curious about it. I'm gonna get Disney Plus next month for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 4.
Nice.
So maybe I'll watch it during that time. And
I guess
Daredevil coming back next month as well?
Is it next month?
Maybe it's April.
I will say this. Actually, I don't recommend it to the people who have really, their expectation is that they're going to just see another thing that's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Mm-hmm. This Marvel thing is the least like the Marvel Cinematic Universe formula that they've ever done. and it's least like a Marvel show that they've ever done. So if you're a big superhero fan and you're just in it for the action, maybe don't watch it. But if you like shows like Barry in the Studio, then I think that kind of the indie 1970s kind of Hollywood flavor will draw you in, and you'll be interested in it if you're looking for like a tale of characters growing alongside each other. Anyway, which I think you do, but I'm just saying for the audience, because I'm not recommending it to you either, Adrian, because I recommended it to you Inglourious Bastards 3.5 years ago now, I think, and you never watched it.
I don't know.
I mean, I bought Clerks for Expedition 33. Just saying.
Hey man,
on air.
So you didn't necessarily recommend this to me, but I did buy Pentiment based on your phrase of I think you would like it. I think you said I think you would like it. So
okay. Yeah, that's fair.
And I did buy it, and I am loving it. I am really loving it.
It's a good game.
We talked about this a little bit off air, but like I finished the first act and I was like frustrated. I was like, man, what the fuck? I was like, man, I feel like I made a mistake. I feel like I made the wrong moves. I didn't I almost defeated it. And I was like, okay. And I like took a day break and I'm like, I'm just going to jump back into Act 2. And I beat Act 2 in like a 2 nights, I think. Just like back to back. I'm like enthralled. It's funny because I'm not much of a reader. I don't think you're much of a reader either. Like I know you can read, but I mean like straight up like reading books and shit.
I don't read. I read way more when I was younger. I feel like I've got to get back into it, but I just haven't been. There's just too much other media now. It's insane.
Exactly.
Apart from social media, which I do not consume again at large volumes, it's just video games, movies, and TV shows that I'm largely looking at. But
yeah. And I was like thinking, because there's no voice acting in this video game. It's all reading, right?
Yeah.
And I was like thinking, I'm like, why can't I just like easily sit down and like read this story as it's unfolding ahead of me? And it's like, it's probably because there's like audio like going on to like set the stage. You know, the sound editing is phenomenal. It's artistic. So my brain is like, it's firing on all cylinders so I can actually read. But if I'm sitting in silence reading a book, I cannot fucking do that. I'm telling you right now. I just can't.
You can't do it at all. It's not like a choice. You just can't. Oh, that's not my
I can't focus. I'll be reading words and my mind will wander and then I'll finish a page and be like, I don't know what the fuck I just did. I don't remember anything that happened. But like with Pentiment, I'm all in. I'm in.
Interesting.
And yeah, I finished Act 2 last night at like 3 a.m. Like it was like 3 a.m. I think when I finished it. I was like,
it's intense.
Oh my goodness, I need to go to bed. But I was just enthralled. Like I need to see how this unfolds. And the end of Act 2, I was like, no. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, what a crazy finale. Phenomenal. I can't wait. I'm going to play more of it. Maybe I'll beat Act 3 tonight. I assume that's the final act.
I think that must be the intention. They make you really feel uneasy after Act 1, and then they kind of, they ask for patience. That's what Wonder Man does, by the way. Yeah. It's a show that asks for patience. That's what's so interesting about it, is that it's made in a way that, again, it's not trying to just pull you in through excitement, constant laughs and constant like big fight sequences. That's not the focus. And so interesting that Kevin Feige greenlit this, because they're having it's a weird time for the MCU. Honestly, I'm really impressed that they did this, because I was kind of criticizing Kevin Feige's current attempts
to be fair. He greenlit this like years ago. I feel, wasn't this done back in like 2023 and they just ended up releasing it now?
I mean, that's when they were struggling the most, though, isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough.
Because maybe they kind of recovered. Like the last couple of years has been in a recovery. Like they've been okay. Like the movie's been. Like, I love Fantastic Four First Steps. I think it's pretty great.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And I think Thunderbolts is
that's awesome
too.
I love that one.
Yeah. So it's like I feel like they kind of.
What about Captain for America?
Captain, not good. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not full recovery. Yeah, it's strange. No, I think there's I don't know what it is. It's like he's not looking. There was this idea that like he can't pay attention to everything. Maybe he didn't even pay attention to Wonder Man, but he gave Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the reins to make this. He's largely a very important part in the. It's Andrew Guest written and showrun, but the Marvel shows I find are interesting because the directors take a more prominent role when the show is talked about. I find. I don't know if you find that. I don't know if you notice that. But when they talk about the Marvel shows, they often just talk about the director, which is like the kind of like the movie system. The shows are also shorter typically. They have been like 6 episodes largely. Not this one. This one's 8. But
okay, cool.
But yeah, they talk about Destin Daniel Cretton. He didn't even direct all the episodes, but he guided it. I always find the first director for these types of shows, they really guide the process. It will be, I'm sure, guided. Like for the God of War show, it's being directed by Frederick E.O. Toy, I think his name is.
Mm-hmm.
He's producing as well. And he's actually funny because he directed a lot of Amazon stuff. Like, I think they just love him at Amazon. He did The Boys, like episodes of The Boys. And he also did Fallout. They're both on Amazon. Boys, The Boys is another example of another Amazon show which has a pretty good budget because that looks awesome. That show looks great. You know?
Yeah, it does.
It just looks really realistic. Like, it's like, what is there even? You can't even tell the CG seams at times. Yeah. It's just well
That's
done.
Coming back next month, isn't that too?
Yeah, I think Carl Urban was just like teasing this going to be like, there's no one is safe, which is fair because it's the last season. So you can just kill anyone off. Anyway, I recommend Wonder Man, but it does ask for any viewer's patience, and I appreciate that Kevin Feige greenlit that. It's awesome. It's great.
Because Daredevil is end of next month. I don't know if I mentioned that. That is confirmed March 24th. Invincible is also next month. Another Amazon show. Which is awesome. Yeah. The Boys next month. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives next month. The Bachelorette with Taylor Frankie Jones. Taylor Frankie Paul. From Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. She's in it.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Ooh.
So much stuff in March. March is a poppin' month, dude.
Indeed. Anyway. Should be exciting. We should move on now to what we watched together, Adrian. We both watched Marty Supreme, the Timothy Chalamet starring, Josh Safdie directing. Directed. Marty Supreme.
Fries.
There you go. Okay. But yeah, we watched it together in theaters. We saw it a little bit late. I was really pleased that they left it in theaters for so long. It's pretty cool. It must be doing pretty well. It must be sticking around because they're selling tickets, which is pretty neat.
I think isn't it A24's best performing movie of all time? I think
isn't that The Moment? No?
Is The Moment that one?
I don't know. I feel like The Moment must be pretty popular. No? Because she's like Charlie XCX just is really...
That's what she goes by. She goes by Charlie X.
I feel like she pulls out a crowd.
No, Marty Supreme Fries is its best performing movie, beating out Everything Everywhere All at Once and Civil War. Oh,
okay. Good. Yeah. Good for them. All right. Awesome, man. Well, we watched it together. I really liked it. I thought it was amazing. It's funny how it's almost not about ping pong for like most of it. Really at all. in some aspect of like what it's about actually, which is cool because it is a movie about Timothy Chalamet's playing Marty Mauser, who's a ping pong champion in the US, but he's also like a full on personality, and he's got a lot of character flaws, and you can kind of see them come to the fore. And
he's a real piece of shit.
He's
a real piece of shit. Guy. He's a self-involved, self-indulgent, selfish, just garbage person, man. He really sucks, and he takes advantage of everyone constantly. But that doesn't make this movie like any less entertaining. You're kind of like, man, fuck this guy. And like, I don't know about you, but I was rooting against him. I was like, I don't want this guy to be successful. I don't want him to win. You suck, dude. You know, and it is interesting how well that is balanced. He's again an incredibly flawed character, as you were mentioning. But again, then he comes across shittier people like Kevin O'Leary's character, and you're like, oh man, he kind of sucks. Like he kind of sucks more, arguably.
You can compare and contrast. It's all relative, Adrian. It's all life is all relative, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I feel like most of the characters are kind of shitty. Well, a lot of the main cast, they're kind of shitty people. Like even Odessa. Sorry, I'm forgetting her name. She was in. Yeah, Odessa Zion. Zion. That seems right. Like even her character has like a lot of flaws and everything like that. It's a unique movie, and I think Josh Safdie, like he does an incredible job of building that like tension and anxiety throughout it. Yeah, like an Uncut Gems that he did with his brother. And yeah, there's just like this like constant noise like throughout this movie that drives you slightly insane, but again, it keeps the pace moving. And
you don't mean sound, you mean like it's just constantly
like noise.
It's like a nervous noise, like you were feeling like this, like it's the way it's cut. I think it's the way it's edited, and it never lets up though. It's just like Uncut Gems in that way. It never lets up. He's always doing something to scramble to fix his issue that he just created, that then he creates. It's like a web of issues that he's created. Marty Mauser, he just keeps making issues after issue after issue, and then one issue creates another issue. It's like a domino effect that never stops moving. And you're like, oh my God. And there were many times, I think it was this movie, I'm just trying to remember now, I was like, Jesus Christ. I said it out loud. Because it was like, there's shocking moments. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? It's just crazy. Oh, I know what the moment was. There was a moment at a gas station. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
Like, what are we doing? This is insane. And it's just constant, like, nonsense the whole time. And I was thinking, I think in the middle of the movie, I was like, oh, it's not the ping pong movie I thought. Oh, actually, when it ended, you said, oh, I guess this isn't the Queen's Gambit with ping pong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, because that's what we talked about it. That's how we talked about it on one of our episodes. But it does have that feel, in that they definitely nail the details and the set design and the costuming and what people are, how they sound, what they look like. All the little details. There's so many little details. And there's one detail, actually, I'm not going to spoil what it's about, but there's one detail when Marty Mauser, and this is a detail that completely lends itself to the plot, but it makes you feel immersed, like you are in this situation, like they thought of everything. Marty Mauser goes to like a hospital and he grabs a chair and there's somebody's coat on it. And I just think there's something about that, like, who thought, like, let's do that? Like, that's just they're tiny details, right? That make you believe it, like, that make you believe in the plot. And that's just so brilliant. It's amazing. It's an amazing movie. I love it.
Yeah, it is. It is super interesting because, again, they set up the entire movie of him being a selfish piece of shit, that he doesn't think about others so often.
Right.
And it's like, that's what a selfish person would do. I'm just going to grab this chair. There's someone's fucking jacket on it. Obviously someone's using this, but he doesn't care. He does not think about others.
Yeah.
Most people, let's say. Like he's very, again, just self-involved. But I think, like the entire cast is stellar. Like I think Tyler, the Creator, like him, I've never seen him in an acting role. I don't really listen to his music much. Tyler Gregory Okonma is, I think, like his legal name. And he's awesome in this movie as well. Like I really like his character, and like it's cool to see people coming from different backgrounds and just kind of fitting in immediately to like an acting role. And there's like this sense of realism, I guess. Like it seems human, like very human, like the performances going around. Like there are moments, I don't know, you talked to how you didn't really like it in Good Fortune. But there's like
that's a situation which I think it didn't work, though. What I was going to say to that was, like, my issue with that one was that it became a distraction. And I don't think in this movie, in Marty Supreme, I think that the way it was utilized, it didn't become a distraction. Like, it was really, really well designed. But I think that...
for me, it wasn't a distraction in that movie. And I think Aziz Ansari does that quite consistently, even in Master of None. Like, brings in, like, just people that aren't necessarily actors, and it just fits. It works. Again, very different tones. Very different tones.
I feel like it works better in Master of None, though. I think there's an element of, like, that one moment. I think that guy wasn't even being natural, the guy in that scene with Keanu. Keanu played off of him pretty well, but it wasn't terrible. But I think it became a little bit too much of a distraction. I think it should have been reshot.
Like I think Marty Supreme does that incredibly well, and like kind of keeps it going. And even like someone like Kevin O'Leary, who doesn't have any acting, he's just kind of a piece of shit in both the movie and in real life. I think the quote was like Josh Safdie like told Kevin O'Leary, he's like, the reason I hired you is because you suck. I'm not saying it verbatim, but it's like, you're kind of an asshole. Just be the asshole that you are, and be in this movie. And I mentioned it to you. There's really one moment in this movie where I felt like where it took me out of it, like you're mentioning in Good Fortune with that guy. And it was actually Kevin O'Leary at this just one scene in the movie when he's like sitting in the car and Marty's like knocking on this window. I'm like, oh, I feel like you're unnatural. You're acting here. But apart from that, I think everyone kind of nailed it and, knocked it out of the park, as they say, to bring in a sports reference here for a sports movie. Because Marty Supreme is Marty Mauser is a professional athlete. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And a real piece of shit. By the way, he sucks. He sucks. He's a bad guy. Like he's like I would hate this human being in real life, but it doesn't. But again, like it makes for entertainment because again, it's just because he's doing these bad things. You know, he's being put in situations that he's always scrambling to get out of it, and there's like this eagerness in him. It just works. It just really works.
All of the actors kind of fall into the roles really well, though. They all feel naturally their characters to the point. It's very much an ensemble. Like nobody's necessarily stealing the scenes. They're all playing off of each other in a really strong way. Timothy Chalamet looks like he's in almost every shot of the movie, basically, because it's about his character. But he's very believable to the point where like he's very committed to the role. He's really impressive. He's an interesting actor in this role, especially. Like I think he did an amazing job, and I think it's cool that he's winning awards for this particular role because I think it's well deserved because he just feels like he is Marty Mauser, which is neat. Yeah. I think he did a great job. This is the best role that I think I've seen Timothy Chalamet in. I think this is his best acting personally from what I've seen. Yeah, he's pretty good in Lady Bird. I think that's the first time I saw him.
Interstellar's I think the first time I saw him. But again, it's such a minor role.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess so. Because Lady Bird came out after that. So it has to be Interstellar. Yeah, I saw Interstellar in theaters.
But yeah, like Lady Bird was the first time where I feel like he was
he's a significant
prominent
character. He's barely in Interstellar. He's really not in it very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do agree with you. I feel like that's when I first noticed him. It was Lady Bird. And then obviously, you know, he's in Dune and Dune 2. Tune, and then now this, and I mean he's been in other stuff as well that I've seen him in. But I do agree with you. I think he's awesome in this. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes away, you know, Best Actor at the Oscars. You know, he's a relatively young guy. Give him that Oscar. Why the heck not? Hosted by Conan O'Brien. It's going to be on Crave for us here, Simon.
I know, that's so Crave exciting.
For the Oscars.
No, I'm getting Crave in March because last week tonight started in the middle of February. So I'm just going to get it at the beginning, Crave at the beginning of March. So I can keep up with Last Week Tonight for the rest of the year, most likely until it maybe goes on hiatuses. We'll see. And then I'll watch all the other Crave stuff. I'm just being strategic. I'm being strategic with my subscriptions, which I really recommend everyone does. I think you're doing that too, kind of in some way. I just think it sends them a message and it sends them the right message. I think there was an element of like, I really sent them a message and I'm really happy I did with Disney Plus. Like when I got Disney Plus, I literally immediately started watching Wonder Man. And I think I'm like, thank goodness, because it's like, that is the message I want. That's like getting Disney Plus and watching Andor. You know what I mean? Andor. It's like, that's kind of like this is why I got this. It was worth it for this. Andor's a masterpiece. Anyway. So I'm glad I did that. But yeah, that's what I've been doing with streaming services. So Crave I will get in the beginning of March. So probably March 1st. We'll see. I'd like it. It's nice and poetic if it's really right in the beginning. And then I'll catch up on some other stuff. I think I'll start watching Fargo season 5 potentially as well, which is super exciting. Maybe some White Lotus. Throw some White Lotus season 3 in there.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Vacation. You gonna watch that?
6 episodes. Of course. Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which I didn't know was only 6 episodes. Now I'm kind of disappointed. 30-minute, 6 episodes. What's going on?
Yeah, 30 to 40 minutes each episode.
Interesting.
It's perfect though. Like it's perfectly paced. Like it doesn't feel like I'm missing anything, and it's just it's spectacular. And again, episode 5, was just like remarkable, and I'm very excited to see this last episode because there's some really cool reveals, and it just again the pace is going. I compare it to. Comparing it to like House of the Dragon season 2, which I feel like kind of meandered the entire time and ends the exact same place where it begins, essentially, with a very minimal like change. Where I feel like that was almost time wasted. Like in hindsight, the further we've come from it, the less I like season 2. Whereas I felt like the first season of House of the Dragon was remarkable. So, you know, I hope season 3 learned from season 2 and it's going to move at a brisker pace because. That is confirmed to only have 4 seasons. So like season 3 and 4, and then we're done of House of the Dragon. Whereas Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I think there was something where one of the showrunners or the showrunner mentioned, I could be a little bit off about this, but they had an idea of doing like 3 seasons, waiting 10 years for like the actors to grow older, doing like another 3 seasons, waiting another 10 years and doing like a final 3 seasons. So you could like see them grow and like where they are at a different point in time. And I feel like that would be really cool if they chose to do something like that. But
Yeah, the thing is that
unlikely, yeah.
what I find, I've been thinking back on this because I don't know why it just came up in my mind randomly. But House of the Dragon season 1 is remarkable because of its time jumps, though. It's like there's the only other show that does time jumps better, in my opinion, is For All Mankind, like that I've seen. I just think that For All Mankind does them brilliantly. It's unique. Like I don't know other shows that like jump almost the full 10 years each season. But in House of the Dragon season 1, there's time jumps inside the season, and they pace it so incredibly well despite huge time jumps. And so I feel like it kind of takes away from that brilliance, because that's I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite do that so well. Like it's telling a story, and they don't care about skipping huge swaths of time, because they're just going to give you a detailed, like action-packed like part in that history for the Seven Kingdoms, I guess for King's Landing. But I don't know. I feel like that would be gone if you did that, because 3 seasons then would have been Millie Alcock for 3 seasons. It's like, would you have had enough time? It would have been cool to do 1 season and then take a break and then come back. Maybe do the entire season with Millie Alcock and then move on to you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be
Darcy
cool.
here.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I do like that element, which would have been lost if they did that. Okay. Should we move on now, Adrian? Are you done with Marty Supreme? Anything else you'd like to say about
Marty
it?
Supreme fries. Good stuff.
Very good
stuff.
Yeah.
It's my favorite movie.
It's 4.5 out of 5 for me, if that matters anymore.
Oh, we're doing it now.
On occasion, sure. On Letterboxd. I'm just saying on Letterboxd.
Okay.
You don't have to do it. We can skip over. It's not.
I'll do 2 out of 5.
The reason again we talked about this why scores suck is because like my score changes. That's the only reason I don't like scores. I like scores actually. I think they help actually, because I think that one of the biggest problems in media now is like there's a lot of YouTubers and they're like, my opinion matters, and like they're random people, like just random hobos, and like they're popular and their opinions the only opinion that matters. An aggregator is useful, but our aggregation is not. I just wanted to give my score because I already gave it on Letterboxd.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it. I'd probably give it like a 4.5 as well, maybe a 4.
Oh well,
4.5.
9 out of 10. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a good score.
It's not my favorite movie that I watched this year. It's my second favorite movie that I watched this year.
What was your favorite one that you watched this year?
28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
Oh, right. Yeah. Is that a 5 out of 5 for you?
I can't remember what I gave it right now.
But if it was a 4.5,
probably
it still makes sense, because you could still say it's just above in the 4.5 range. My favorite that I watched this year, although it didn't come out this year,
is this
and did Marty Supreme, is this thing on? Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, let's move on now, Adrian. To the montage, a sequence of our show in which I briefly present at least 7 of the bi-week's smaller news stories as Adrian delivers a brisk verdict. Number 1. Chucky actor Calum Vinson has been cast as Atreus in the upcoming God of War TV series on Amazon Prime.
Wow. I don't know this guy. Good for him.
I should have said Kratos' son, Atreus, to give clarity. But anyway, yeah, it should be interesting. We'll see. Number 2, according to publication Deadline, Haunting of Hill House showrunner Mike Flanagan is writing-directing a film adaptation for author Stephen King's The Mist novella.
Oh, okay. Cool. I really like Mike Flanagan as a creator. I think he just wrapped the Carrie TV series like a little while ago that's coming to Amazon. He loves Stephen King, apparently.
Yeah. Number 3, Aquaman actor Jason Momoa has been cast in the Helldivers PlayStation game film adaptation from Sony Pictures. The film is also set for a November 2027 release date.
Damn, okay, cool. He's doing like a lot of video game movie stuff. It's interesting. He has Street Fighter, he has Minecraft.
Yeah.
Now he's got Helldivers.
Indeed.
Cool.
Number 4, producer Jerry Bruckheimer has announced that an F1 the movie sequel has been greenlit.
Wow, F1. I wonder if they're going to call it F2.
Oh,
Maybe they're going to call it F2.
I dare say no. Considering the first movie's called F1 the movie, for I'm sure licensing reasons, I don't think they're going to do F2.
F2 the movie.
Yeah. Number 5, heel actor Stephen Amell has been cast as Hobie Buchanan in network Fox's upcoming reboot of lifeguard drama Baywatch. The 12-episode first season is meant to begin production in the second quarter of 2026.
Wow. Didn't they bring Baywatch back like not long ago? The movie, right? With Zac Efron and The Rock.
Yeah, they just did a one movie type deal.
Yeah. With Alexandria Daddario.
Right.
She was also in it.
Indeed.
Who was The Rock's daughter. She was The Rock's daughter in the hit movie San Andreas. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Don't do it. Don't do it. Number 6. Number 6. Mad Men star McKenna Grace has been cast as Daphne in Netflix's upcoming 8-episode Scooby-Doo live-action TV series.
Awesome. Good for her. She's kind of blowing up more and more. I mean, she's been in so many movies as a kid, but now as a young adult, she's in more.
I dare say this is kind of perfect casting, though, if you like think of Daphne, the character from Scooby-Doo, and then think about McKenna Grace and what she looks like. I feel like it's a really good choice.
I agree. Dye her hair red and bada boom, bada bing.
Number 7. According to publication The Hollywood Reporter, House of Lies actor Kristen Bell has been cast as character Amy Rose in the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
Whoa, crazy.
Number 8. As reported by Nexus Point News, Barry creator Bill Hader's next stint in the director's chair will be a horror film called They Know.
Whoa.
Hader will write, direct, and star in the upcoming film, which will feature Hader as a divorced dad who is suspicious of his ex-wife's new beau's influence on his children.
Okay, I will watch anything that Bill Hader does because he's cool and he's a really great creative.
And that concludes the montage.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Wow. So exciting. So good. So good. All right.
So good, man.
It's now time, Adrian, to move on to a trilogy of news, a component of our show where we discuss at least 3 film and TV industry news stories that have been somewhat zeitgeisty over the past 2 weeks. The first, Adrian, maybe just a short conversation because we did talk about this the last episode, but Harry Potter TV series will be, quote, the biggest streaming event in the history of HBO Max and arguably in streaming period, unquote, says Warner Brothers Discovery CEO and president of streaming, J.B. Parrott. The series, as a reminder, is set to premiere in early 2027. Adrian, what do you think about this very bold claim by J.B. Parrott?
I wonder who told her to repeat that. Get it, dude? You gotta admit, that's a good joke. You got to admit.
That's a good one.
That was a good joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it might have been their own quote, you know?
Yeah, may have been.
Maybe it was just a double said, like a Jacob Tutu situation. But yeah. What are your thoughts? Are you excited? 2027 still strikes me as odd because I thought, like, wouldn't you try to get this done? These kids are growing up and they seem like they're the right age now. And they showed this, like the photos of the actors, like the kids, not obviously the Dumbledore. Yeah. John Lithgow can, he doesn't age. So he hasn't aged for 30 years since I was a kid and he was on freaking Third Rock from the Sun. He hasn't aged. He looks the same to me. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, any thoughts on that?
I think, I mean, there's definitely potential to just make this claim is kind of wild. I know Harry Potter is a really huge IP.
It is.
I mean, Hogwarts Legacy was the best-selling game of the year that released. So again, I think there's definitely potential, but there is a large vocal, presumably minority online, just being like, I'm not gonna watch this, man.
Yeah.
Why is Snape black or whatever they're fucking complaining about?
You think for that reason, not the other vocal minority on the opposite side of it. So
because in theory, the J.K. Rowling trans stuff.
That's
as well,
what
right?
I think. That's more controversial and actually more influential in this particular case than the Snape being black. But I don't know. That's crazy. Are you seeing that a lot? The people are really, there's a lot of backlash because Snape is black. That's so stupid. Because you've mentioned that a couple times on this, but I thought you were joking. Is there anyone you've seen online? You've seen that on Instagram or other social media sites?
I've crossed past it. Not that I really care about. I don't think it's that frequent. I'm just listing an example that I've heard.
Yeah. So maybe they're going to hurt both sides.
Yeah, it's possible.
Extremes on both sides.
I'm definitely going to watch this. I really like Harry Potter. I love the Harry Potter movies. And again, it's like, yeah, J.K. Rowling's kind of going off the deep end. She's saying some wacky stuff, doubling down on these things. But it's like, I don't know, man. It's an IP. Like, she's not fucking Hitler. Like, I'm not reading Mein Kampf or watching a Mein Kampf TV show. Like, this is just an amazing universe that impacted so many, children, like our generation specifically, like, I grew up watching a lot of these movies and like kind of going back to them as an adult and understanding like, wow, this is really good. And the ability to expand on this even further and, like a 8 to 10 episode series is exciting, man. And again, like I'm sure they'll have a big budget. I'm sure it's going to look great. I'm excited about this.
It's going to look the best that they've ever. If that's their expectation, this has got to be one of the most expensive shows in history, theoretically. I mean, it might not top the Lord of the Rings show because they spent so much money on the licensing for that, but and Harry Potter. Well, do they own the licensing already? Like, how does that work? I wonder. Warner Brothers did make the movies. I actually don't know the answer to that question.
They must own the licensing.
Yeah. Oh, they must, because they also made obviously Hogwarts Legacy, so they must own the license. They own the IP. So it's their IP. So this is going to be. They're going to spend the money for sure. So it's going to probably look incredible. And if it doesn't, I mean, then you can clown on it. Yeah. But it's crazy though, because like you mentioned a great point, like Hogwarts Legacy, it got backlash before it came out, but then that didn't amount to anything. I'm not sure what it amounted to, because it was the best-selling game in 2023. Like it legitimately was. It didn't win any awards, like from that perspective. But that game is also well composed. If you make a good show, like Hogwarts Legacy was a reliably good game that people really enjoyed.
I didn't like it. I'll be honest with you. Like I played it for maybe 5-10 hours, and I was like, I'm just not. It didn't hit the mark for me. I don't particularly like those kinds of games, to be fair. Not Harry Potter games, but like the open world kind of meandering stuff.
Yeah,
so it didn't click for me. But
my biggest issue with that game is that I feel like its narrative was the issue. They got the details right in the world detailing, but that's what I'm hoping very much so in a sequel. It'd be also awesome. Like they can be firing on all cylinders, Warner Brothers, with the Harry Potter, because if they launch the second game in the next 3 years, 2 years theoretically, no, 3 years.
I mean, even next year, dude. Like it's not.
No, sorry, it wouldn't be.
Because that's 4 years. That's a 4-year dev cycle. If they release it kind of 2027, get that cross media potential, I think there could be a big pop. Are they going to be able to do that? I don't know, but you would think you could, because a lot of the outline's built, right? Like you built Hogwarts. You don't have to rebuild Hogwarts. You just got to kind of add to the world, kind of expand it a little bit.
That's a good question. I feel like there's an element that they probably want to rebuild some of it. Like I would think that they would try to do a different time frame, because they did it like 100 years before Harry Potter existed or something like that. That was years before Harry Potter. That's where Hogwarts Legacy takes place. So I imagine you would kind of want to change Hogwarts a little bit. So you want to kind of invoke the exploration that you had in the first game, but in a kind of a different way. That's kind of a tricky thing. But you're right. They have a lot of that, at least like the way that the spell crafting, like the spells work and all that stuff. Like, I feel like you have that. So you just build upon it, like kind of like how God of War Ragnarok builds upon God of War. Yeah. So it would be cool. Yeah. I just want them to spend the time on the narrative. Just make sure the narrative is their number one thing that they spend the time on. But it's crazy. Again, it's Warner Brothers. I'm not sure they learned, right? They might just decide to do a live service game, and it might not be a single player game. There's no announcement about Hogwarts Legacy 2. That doesn't exist currently, according to press releases. So that would be bad.
They wouldn't do that.
Would they though? Wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Probably. Because there was reports that came out that said that there was in the reports they were saying that they need to make right after Rocksteady's game failed, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. After that had failed, they said, "Oh, we need to make games that keep building like revenue over time with microtransactions."
But didn't they I feel like they came back out and said that Hogwarts wasn't going to be that, but I don't know for sure. It's just, I don't know. Like I love the video game industry, obviously, but it's tough to be all gung ho about it when you're seeing all these studios or publishers make these like incredibly weird decisions consistently. Right. It's like none of them are learning from one another. Anyways, I don't want to go off on a tangent.
Or from themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus.
Which is the real issue, because some of these publishers own so much and they don't seem to learn from themselves. Like they see the success that they have with Hogwarts Legacy, and then immediately, and then Rocksteady's game comes out, and then 2 months after Rocksteady's failure with Suicide Squad to Kill the Justice League, they say, we just got to make a Hogwarts Legacy this live service. It's like, well, maybe you can make it on the side, but should that be the choice? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's not exact quotes, so we'll see what ends up happening. But There was inklings of that at one of the investors calls for Warner Brothers after Suicide Squad had failed, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is not, I don't think, inherently a bad game. Like, at its root, I'm not sure how bad Suicide Squad is. Its worst parts are its live service elements, like the way that it gets you to get new gear. But like, it feels like a Rocksteady game in many ways, and I feel like it's not. It's not perfect by any means, but it's not a 68, which is rated as on Metacritic.
I don't
for
know.
me.
It could maybe fall. I think it falls in that like 7-ish camp. I think that's fair.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We didn't even finish it. That's not my.
That's the thing, right? Like, I feel like if we really thought this was amazing, we would have kept playing. But at the same time,
I just don't play. I don't play a lot of co-op games. That's the problem.
I know.
Like that's the negative. But I wouldn't give it a negative number because of like a lower score. Thing is, game scores, they land at a higher level than everything else for some reason. Like, there's not a lot of in between for game scores. You find that it's weird. Like, you get like a 30 and below, and then there's like a maybe 55 to there's like the other range is like a 55 to a 70, and then it's like everything's above a 75 kind of thing. It's like there's just not a lot of like below 70s. It's just not, and when it is, it never really kind of dips below 59. And then if it does, it's a mind size situation. And then it's below a 40. And then you're like, it's a strange thing. I feel like movies, there's like, they use the full scale constantly. Like it's all over the place. You never know what you're going to get. Maybe it's just the way that the aggregation works, and games are longer, so it's harder to review them. So you're more likely to kind of like certain elements of a game as well, whereas some you don't like, but that kind of raises the score ceiling. Maybe. I don't know. Not sure. But yeah. Okay. Well, where were we even talking about? Yeah, Harry Potter will be the biggest streaming event in history. Okay, cool. The other thing that's kind of strange, John Lithgow has been coming under fire. Did you see this about the J.K. Rowling thing? It's very annoying. But hey, he's like, people are like getting upset with him. Like, they're like, why would you take this role? It's ridiculous. Are you not an ally? You know what I mean? To the LGBTQ
no, I hate the gays, is what he said out loud.
But his argument, and I really appreciate this, is like, that's not Harry Potter. Yeah. Harry Potter, the actual Harry Potter universe is incredibly accepting. That's what's so bizarre about J.K. I think he says this exact thing. Like, that's what's so strange about J.K. Rowling's opinions now, is like, that's not really the world she built. She built a very welcoming environment for everyone. So it's like, and it does dive into that largely. Like they kind of, it's kind of strange, even specifically with John Lithgow's character, which is a strange thing. And I feel like that's like, what's going on here? Like I don't know. I don't know. She kind of went off the deep end. So I'm not sure.
She did make a racial slur for the universe, which is cool. We got Mudblood.
Right. That's the other thing too. Like talking about fear of the other and kind of going into that. It's terribly ironic, actually.
Yeah,
it's just so strange. Like, she created, like, because it wouldn't have existed in our world. Obviously, Mudblood is to do with like mixed race people, mixed magic, and regular human. And that's something you created. It's such an interesting thing. You created fear of the other in this universe that didn't already exist. And yet you don't seem to understand why your rhetoric could cause hate everywhere in the world when you're such a public figure. It's such a strange, it's a weird world we live in, honestly. Did this person like get like,
I don't know,
killed
man.
she took a medication and she suddenly became like, what happened? It's a very strange world.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people just get not to go off on too far of a tangent, but people like start being pushed to more extremes when, even if you have a relatively mild opinion about something and then you get dogpiled on for this very mild opinion, and just reaction wise, you're like, you know what, actually, fuck you. I'm going to actually go deeper, like go off the deep end into this. Cause I do think like her original statements, I don't think they were that crazy, man. Like then it's just like, and then I think people just fucking, killed her
destroyed
for it.
Her. Yeah.
Tried to destroy her for it, and she's like, you know what? Actually, fuck all of you. I'm gonna actually triple down on this, and now
go worse,
go way too far. And it's like, man, it's always this like vocal minority that's like, I don't know, the cancel culture thing. And again, it's constantly
it's her fault
back
still, though. Let's be real.
Oh no, yeah, definitely, no, definitely.
It's like a team became a team sport. Like, oh, now I'm against you forever.
Yeah,
that's what
silly.
you became.
it's silly, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember reading her statements in detail when she wrote them because people were really outraged. I'm like, well, let me see what she's saying. Like, like, let's give her a fair shake. And I read them. I'm like, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. That's not hate. It's not inspiring hate at all. But now, if you look at her statements now, it's like, what happened to you?
It's like
that's
damn,
not
girl,
what you were saying before,
out, dude. Chill.
Like you've
Stop.
just gone way too crazy. It's like there's nothing. There's nothing redeeming now about what she's saying. It's like, but that's not what you were saying initially. So like, couldn't you have stayed focused and nuanced? Everyone becomes a hyperbolic extreme eventually, I guess. Is that what it is? It's so depressing. Like you had a nuanced opinion somewhat, and then you made it into something that's horrendous. So anyway, oh well.
Yeah, it is also interesting because you'll see people online that will maybe say like, you know, something not necessarily edgy, but you know, like that people will assume is like crossing the line. And then again, it's relatively moderate. And then all of a sudden they're like super right wing. Right. And it's like, you can assume like, okay, cool. They got, you know, these right wing, you know, Turning Point or fucking, I don't know, whatever, Ben Shapiro's company. They'll like pay big money and like, okay, cool. You're going to be like a right wing pundit now moving forward. But she's so rich. She doesn't need that. Like, it's not like anyone's paying her to do it. She just decided to do that on her own. It's
Sweet
and again,
revenge.
it is. It's weird. Right. It's a shame. It's a shame. But again, separate the art from the artist. She's not fucking raping babies or something like genuinely appalling. Right.
She's giving bad opinions, but she is funding things though. I think that's the problem is she's putting her money, as you mentioned, she's rich, like towards programs that kind of it make it harder to be trans. So that's the issue. Is like, I don't know. It's fine. It's not fine at all, but I think Harry Potter though is fine because that's not what you wrote. Like there's nothing in there at all that's discriminatory. So it sucks that she's making a paycheck. I guess that's the issue. Is that's the problem is that you're giving her money. But I don't know if I care that much about this. You're right. She's not her opinions and what she's doing are not. She's not in the Epstein files.
No, thank God. Thank God.
That would be weird though. So, you know.
Yeah, it is. But yeah,
very strange.
Again, I mean, there's definitely some like. I don't want to say problematic, but you know, some of the writing is like a little bit like, oh, maybe she's just kind of ignorant. You know, like Cho Chang is like kind of a weird name. It's like you're using like two different surnames as one character from different Asian backgrounds. And it's like, okay. But again, I think that's more ignorance than anything. And then again, people like kind of grasping at straws and, you know, saying like the goblins are meant to be like Jewish people or something like that. I'm like, okay, that seems, you pointing that out makes it seem a little bit more racist than her. Just, you know, making this like, but yeah, I don't know. It is.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah. Because there are like it's a caricature. I don't know that one. That one I'm not sure, but I don't think she did it on purpose though. As well,
again,
the same
I
idea.
think it's ignorance. Just ignorance. Yeah,
if it's anything, but yeah. I don't know. It's a strange world. I wish she could just level herself off. Like somebody could just get into her back into her corner and tell her like, did you realize you're saying, look, these are your initial statements. Can you kind of reel it in? Like, you think you're on the right side of history for real? Is that really what you think? That's the question.
I just feel like at a certain point, there's no coming back. So you just stay there. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like you think again. Yeah. I mean, like even Elon Musk, man, like fucking 2018, he's talking about, you know, like if you don't like the LGBT, then don't buy my vehicles. And then like what, like within like a few years, he's like fucking the opposite. And it's like at this point, I mean, he's just a loser. Like nobody likes him on either side really too much. But it's like, you can't come back. Like you took it too far and like people won't accept you back, which is a shame.
He's not literally a loser. Like he literally is a winner.
I know he's the richest man in the universe. But I mean,
that's the problem.
Yeah. Like, but like I'm not saying like a loser. Like literally, I'm saying like you're a fucking loser. You know? Like, like no, you're not cool. You're uncool. It's weird. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a good tangent.
You're out of politics.
That was a good tangent.
But yeah. Okay, the second thing that we were going to talk about here is, according to publication Deadline, Apple's Apple Studios has officially acquired the rights to the Severance IP. Season 3 of the hit science fiction Apple TV series will start filming this summer, with Season 4 planned to be its final season and opportunities for in-universe spin-off TV series or films, etc., is likely. What did you think about this? I don't know if you saw this news or you're seeing it for the first time, but
I am seeing it. Warner Brothers owned this IP prior to this, right?
No,
is that correct?
No, that's Ted Lasso.
Oh, Ted Lasso and Shrinking, right? Okay.
Severance IP was owned by like an independent joint. I can't remember the name of them.
Okay.
Severance IP ownership change. Let me look it up. But other than that,
cool.
What do you think?
But no, that's cool that they. I mean, again, Severance is arguably their biggest. Well, I guess not their biggest anymore after Pluribus, but it is one of their biggest shows. I mean, I think that's a smart move to own this. It is phenomenal. Like I love Severance season 1 and season 2. It is a shame that we got to wait so long between every season, like because it's going to be at least 2 years since we get until we get season 3 from the release of season 2, and I mean, who knows how long fucking season 4 is going to take at this point? Maybe another 2 years after that.
Yeah,
I do. The most interesting part is the opportunities for in-universe spin-offs, and the reason I find this interesting is because where do you go with a spinoff? I can't really think of spinoff ideas. I guess it's just like a big corporation. I guess you could dive deeper into the corporate side of things and kind of see what the higher ups are doing and what the board is. Now that I'm talking about it out loud, actually, there's quite a bit of ways to go. Never mind, disregard my previous statement.
You know what it is, though? Curious. I feel like, and I have the same reaction you do. And no, I wasn't going to say that, but I feel like there is an element like this show kind of could go anywhere in season 3, and I'm not sure where it will go. And so the mystery of that element alone, it kind of makes me think like, where could they go with spinoffs? Because I can't even imagine what they would do with season 3. Like a season 3 could be a spinoff. I have no idea. I have no idea what they're going to do. That's kind of my thing with this show. I don't know. It's interesting. The name of the production company that owned it before is called Fifth Season. So it's not like it's not like Warner Brothers or something.
The irony.
So they kind of.
They had to get rid of it.
I guess they didn't maybe know how big it would be. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Good joke. Hopefully you heard. Hopefully I didn't talk over it. It's so good. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited for season 3. I'm curious. I think it's still a ways out though, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a mystery. But
I mean, season 2 seems like a lifetime ago, and that was just at the beginning of last year.
Yeah, the other thing is this show is incredibly expensive. So I'm sure owning it's going to help them maybe in some way.
I always wonder, though, like, how are some of these shows so expensive? Like, a lot of this show, like, there's not crazy set pieces. There's not too much action. It's just a lot of scenes in fucking white rooms. I'm like I always wonder, like, where is all the money being spent? I guess, obviously, production, crew, you're paying the actors, the writers, everything like that. But I'm like, how can it be that expensive at the end of the day compared to something like a Monarch Legacy of Monsters, where it's like, you got fucking Godzilla, you got a King Kong CGI, real King Kong destroying buildings. Like, again, like that I can see as expensive. Rings of Power, which I haven't even watched, that I can see as expensive. You got people in armor, all that. So,
in New Zealand,
these guys are just wearing suits.
Maybe it's the location they're filming on. Maybe they built the entire Lumen building.
It's possible.
I don't know.
All the spinoffs are just different parts of this building. It's like, we built the entire thing. We got to use it.
For spinoffs, it would be really cool if they could do like a different country, how Lumens influenced other places and what that looks like potentially, or like where it, like, I don't know. I'm curious about, because this is the problem with this show. Actually, this is an issue I brought up when we reviewed it. I thought about it, the more I'm like, I believed it more in season 1. I feel like season 2, they branched out, but then kept it small at the same time. It's like too big for its britches kind of thing. Like it kind of expanded outside of its container. And I can't see, like, I don't really quite understand, what does the rest of the world look like? What are other companies in the world? Like, you know what I mean? Does Apple exist? Like what other companies are huge in this world? Like, is it Lumen versus, it would be cool if there must be another company also doing Severance. There's no one else competing with them. They're trying to do something different. It's strange. There's an element of like it being a small universe syndrome in a weird, strange way. You know, you get that impression. Like, what else exists in this place? Like, it strikes me as like it's a very empty world, because a lot of it's like, it makes sense in the first season because you're following a character inside like an isolated vacuum, so you don't have to wonder too much. But then they start going outside of that, and then like even there's like a train scene in season 2 where somebody's getting on a train, and then like I'm kind of like, wait, do they own the train? Does Lumen own the train? Like, what's going on with this? There's some like, where is he going? Like, I don't understand this. Like, what is the Lumen town a place like that is specifically owned? Does his sister live in this Lumen town, sort of, or like does she just live close by? That's not in it. I'm assuming it's not, but it's also like, what do they own? Do they own part of the country? I want to know the financials. I want to know the economics of how this works.
Yeah,
there's just so much there.
Because like, do they even talk about like the government or anything in
exactly?
Severance?
Where's the government? What is like they do in the first season? Remember, because they were lobbying Congress people to stop Lumen, but then in the second season they just don't talk about this, and it's very weird. It's like, are you not going to approach this from that angle? You're out. Your outie is out. Why wouldn't you try to go to like Congress to try to figure this out? Like, do they own law enforcement? Do they own part of the government? Like, what is this? Is this a weird fascist government that we can't? This is the problem with this universe from my perspective. And I'm really hoping season 3, they realize like, whoa. Let's take a step back, take a look on what's the bigger picture? Because the bigger picture is kind of missing. And they did take a step back in season 2, but then they don't show the full picture. Like there's like big puzzle pieces missing. So that's kind of my thing with Severance. Like they need to do that. So spinoffs would be cool if you could show off like what a Lumen world looks like. Like what is it actually? Yeah. Like, how different is it from our world that we live in? That was kind of my biggest problem with season 2. I don't know if I articulated when we reviewed it, but I did. I think I talked about it briefly, but I didn't go maybe in as much
definitely,
detail.
Possibly. Pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely possible.
I don't know that good.
It was a year ago, so.
Yeah. But I don't know. It is interesting because I feel like the more we talk about it, I'm like, the spinoffs could be super interesting because maybe you'll do it like, maybe it'll follow the government trying to stop, this big corporation from, monopolizing everything. Maybe, again, like you mentioned, it'll be like a different country. You're rocking like China, and I don't know, like it's like a sweatshop in China that Lumen owns. And it's like, what's going on there? Just little things like that. I feel like there are a lot of really unique ways that you could take it. And maybe that was maybe I'm giving too much credit here, but maybe that was a creative choice. They're like, let's keep everything else a mystery. So when we make these spinoffs, we can expand on it.
That's kind of a bad one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. Hey.
That's like a financial reason, though. Like, well, we're gonna hold this back because we're gonna, and that's not something they typically do, which is cool. Like as you pointed out on our spoiler cast, like you point out, like they keep the pace of mystery, like questions and answers keep going. Like they keep asking questions and they answer them like really quickly after that. So I hope not. I hope they don't keep that back for season 3. Like they got to, maybe they can go into that and then maybe build up a spinoff based on what they start asking. That would be cool. As long as you answer enough of the questions that are core to the core series. But yeah, it's cool that they have a season number in mind for the core reason, for the main reason that like, well, that's good. Do you have a plan how it's going to end? That if you know it's season 4 seasons, like this is a thing that, there are very few things except for Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul that can build a plane as it's flying through the air and land the plane. Like it's just, I don't know of anything else except for those two things. It's Vince Gilligan's deal. What else has done that so masterfully? Star Wars certainly didn't, and especially a mystery show like this. And Lost, actually, I don't love how it ended. I don't think they built the plane as it landed, like as it was flying through the air perfectly. I think it could have been a lot better. And I 100%. Think when Damon Lindelof got a second bite of the apple, when he got to do it again with The Leftovers, I think he had a better plan of how he was going to end it, and it ends amazingly. That finale for The Leftovers is incredible. Damon Lindelof being, of course, the writer for Lost and wrote The Leftovers for HBO. But anyway, So I hope that they can try to. I hope that they know, I should say, what the ending is already, because that'd be awesome if they planned it already. It's pretty badass. Because Fallout.
Oh man,
Fallout's like that actually. Fallout, I don't know if you watched season 1. Fallout does this thing where they talk about the government and they talk about how it works before the fallout, and they talk about various timelines and how structure of society works in those timelines, and it does it really well. It's actually my favorite thing about the Fallout TV show because I played the game and it doesn't really dive into like what did it look like before the bombs fell. That's what they do in Fallout, and it's really impressive. And it's cool. They actually dive into that in a pretty deep way, especially in season 2. I was like, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm very intrigued by this because this is such a weird, wacky universe. There's strange 1950s technology and everyone's kind of, but it's in the future. It doesn't logically make sense if you're aware of the Fallout kind of timeline. Like, I don't think my wife actually understands this. It's like year 2100 or 2200. It's like way in the future, but they're using old tech. It's just a strange, really cool like vibe from Fallout in general. And so they kind of nail trying to explain the various, like, how do politics work in this universe? Like, how does this work? Why did the bombs fall? Like, why did this happen? How did it happen? Like, what's going on? Like, what is the structure of society? Anyway, that's cool. Hopefully that Severance does it. But to speak to Fallout, that's what I was about to say. Todd Howard was recently in an interview with Kind of Funny Games, and he was saying, I'm always watching Todd Howard because I'm waiting for Starfield, but and I like Todd, he's cool. But Todd Howard was recently saying that they have an idea for a certain number of seasons. Like, they have an idea of how it will end, pretty much. Like, kind of a bit of an idea. Like, he doesn't really want it to go forever. Which is like, because you don't want to outstay your welcome, is what he said. I'm like, dude, you're saying all the right things for a TV show. That's exactly what you want to say. You don't want to be freaking The Walking Dead season 11. Yeah. Like,
you don't want to be
some
Skyrim.
Of the seasons are good.
You don't want to be Skyrim.
But they didn't
living
they
forever.
Didn't
releasing on everything.
That's not outstaying your welcome, though.
Yeah, people want it. People are buying it. What was it? The quote? It's like, we'll stop remastering it when you stop buying it.
Yeah, on Amazon Echo.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
But
yeah, it's cool.
I guess the last thing that I want to mention about this as just a spin-off idea that I think actually would be really cool is how they created the Severance program. Just go back in time. Yeah. How did they get to the point of developing this technology? You know, what hoops did they have to go through to allow this to happen in the first place? I think that'd be a really awesome idea. There's a lot of history there. So again, the more we talked about this, the more I'm open to these spinoffs. Because I was like, what do you do? Hey, this is why I have you around, Simon. Me and you spitball back and forth. Ping pong, like Marty Supreme fries, back and forth.
Right, yeah. Oh, that's another thing to mention about Marty Supreme. He clearly learned some pretty competent ping pong, right? He can play, freaking Timothy Chalamet can play table tennis fairly well. It's really cool. Now, I think about that sometimes, like these actors are doing these things. They're actually doing them. Like they're falling into these roles and learning skills, like learning how to play an instrument, to play like a musician or whatever it may be. It's cool. It's kind of neat. He seems very confident. I'm like, I did a lot of ping pong in high school, just like as an after school thing, just for fun, just because my buddies wanted to do it. So I was like, all right, I'll do it with you. And I never got that good. I never got that good. I had a ping pong table in my basement at one point. We got a really, really cheap one, like so I could practice because it was really bad. And I got better, certainly, but he must have played like a lot. Like he must have played, I feel like at least 1,000 hours to get that good. I don't know. He's
Wasn't
really
there like
solid.
a story or something that he was playing it? Like he would spend a lot of the time on the Dune set to like play ping pong. And he was like playing it with like one of the security guards or something.
Oh, was that it? That's cool.
I remember reading a story. Maybe it wasn't on the Dune set. It was on something, but like he was just constantly playing it. And like I think one of the security guards on set played a bunch of ping pong. So he would always just go play ping pong with the security guard constantly.
That's cool. That's sweet.
I don't know. Maybe I'm making the story up, but I swear to goodness I read this somewhere.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to the next in our trilogy of topical tidings, Adrian, our trilogy of news. Oh, wait, I didn't write that into the title. That's no longer the title here. I just noticed that. It's called the trilogy of topical tidings, but I called it a trilogy of news. Oh, well. I'll change that for later.
No, edit it. Fix it in post.
I did it for you because you like alliteration, so I called it a trilogy of topical tidings just for you. Just for you.
Fix it in post.
But yeah, the third of the trilogy of topical tidings is the Nicolas Cage starring Spider-Man Noir is being launched this spring, and it'll have an option to watch in either color or black and white. This, and actually I put this in first before I saw the trailer, because then the trailer came out after they talked about this. But I thought it was enough for a main story, or like a kind of a part of the trilogy of topical tidings, because that trailer looks freaking awesome. I think this show looks amazing. I'm so excited. Speaking of Amazon again, look at the budget they must have to have Nicolas Cage do this. And they have Nicolas Cage swinging through New York City in black and white. Like, that's pretty impressive stuff. Or not in black and white if you want to watch it in the
Yeah.
What do they call it? The fabulous hue of color or something, something like that.
That seems right.
I don't know. What do you think about this? This looks awesome to me.
Yeah, this looks really neat. I'm curious about, because watching the trailer, I don't think there's any reference to Into the Spider-Verse, because obviously Nicolas Cage, he played Spider-Man Noir in the Spider-Verse animated movies. So I'm curious if, like, is this actually like a spin-off of that? Is this maybe a prequel of that? Is this just its own thing? I'm okay with it not being connected, but again, just a curiosity if there will be any connection or reference to it. But yeah, this looks really cool. I like Nicolas Cage. I don't watch everything he's in, but I do think like he always gives it his all, and I think this is like a really cool tone and premise. And I think the tagline of this is like, with no power. With no power, there's no responsibility, or something along those lines. So I'm like,
which I don't know what that means, because doesn't he have power?
That was my thing. I'm like, I'm confused. Like, is he?
We'll learn when we watch it.
Yeah, maybe he just has the tools and he's just like solving stuff. Is this going to be kind of more of a detective show? Like, I don't know. It's cool. Like the trailer, I feel like it showed you a vibe of what this show is going to be, but it didn't really reveal what the story is going to be about or what anything's going to happen. So I'm curious about this. This definitely has piqued my interest. I'll definitely watch it, unless it's like, I watched the first episode and it sucks, and like everything around it is awful. But
admittedly, I don't know enough about Spider-Man Noir, so I don't know. Does he not have powers? Maybe he just has like web sling. I'm not sure, but he's supposed to be a detective. I don't know. There was a cool thing where Nicolas Cage said something along the lines of like, or somebody said something about Nicolas Cage. Was it the director? I don't remember. Somebody said something where Nicolas Cage was. He said something along the lines of, I'm a human. I'm a spider. Sorry, trapped in a human's body. Is how he approached the role. And then he said something like along the lines of, he was like 30% Humphrey Bogart, and then or it's like 30% Bugs Bunny and 70% Humphrey Bogart. Like this is awesome. This combination of things is so cool. It's so strange to think that they greenlit this. Again, another one of those things is like a dream that they would have actually greenlit, that it would actually happen. And Nicolas Cage would reprise his role from the animated, very popular Spider-Verse film. Whether it's connected, I don't think they're going to make a reference to it personally, because I think it would be beforehand anyways, because that's a wacky thing to get pulled into another universe. So I don't know if I doubt they'll ever acknowledge it, even if they go multiple seasons. But I'm really impressed that Amazon Prime could fund this. They're like, yeah, we're going to do this. Sure. We're in. Yeah. Sony will buy it from you. It's so cool. And will he show up in a Spider-Verse movie that eventually crosses over into live action? Will they got to do a Spider-Verse live action eventually with like a Miles Morales actor, right? Like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe / Sony universe. They gotta do it
soon, but I don't know. Who knows, man?
Will this be the first property that Sony has worked on from Spider-Man in the last 10 years that's actually good, though, that they made themselves? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, is like, are they really making it themselves, or did they just kind of license this out to Amazon and have their those creators?
I think Sony's doing it. So Sony TV is pretty vibrant. Like Silo is a Sony TV show, as an example.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Pluribus is as well.
Yeah. There you go. They make great things. Sony Pictures makes awesome, and their family of studios, they're making great things. It's a Spider-Man that they can't get right at any point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man Noir show.
Spider-Man Noir. By the way, he does have powers according to Google AI.
Well, he's swinging in the trailer.
Yeah, and apparently it's organic webbing. It's something.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's even more.
So yeah, he's
powers.
like Tobey Maguire. Spider-Man.
Crazy. Let's see. It's produced by Sony Pictures Television and Amazon MGM Studios. So it's doing both. Okay. So it's a question of whether who has more say.
Is it Avi Arad? Does he have a connection to it? Is he there? His name
isn't here. I'm looking at it here. It's not here. So maybe that could be it. That is kind of the link that makes it not good. It's not always not good. Developed by Oren Uziel, Steve Lightfoot, Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and Amy Pascal.
Okay. So I mean,
We're
with Phil Lord and
Uzi.
Christopher Miller being connected, I mean, then there is potential that it is kind of all connected. So
Yeah.
to be fair, Amy Pascal also had her hand in a lot of the Avi Arad stuff as well. Maybe, I feel like I'm pronouncing the guy's name wrong. Avi Arad.
Avi
Who
Arad?
cares?
That's what I thought it was.
Arad.
But yeah, he's the
Flavio
direct.
Saw.
Yeah. I'm looking at Uziel because I think he's the showrunner, Oren Uziel.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm having trouble actually finding what.
Maybe this is his first go. It's possible.
Hmm.
You think it's his first go?
He's involved in films, but I'm trying to see what they're known for. It's a
What
screen.
flicks?
This is a screenwriter. Co-wrote Mortal Kombat Rebirth, which I'm not familiar with.
That's not the new Mortal Kombat movie that I watched.
No. Eventually released. Wrote the screenplay for the science fiction horror film God Particle, which was eventually released in February 2018 as the Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh, I
I
remember
wrote the
hearing
script
about
for
that.
22 Jump Street. That makes the connection between
Yeah.
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller.
Yeah, man, that Cloverfield universe.
Weird.
Yeah, what were you doing? The first movie, pretty great. 10 Cloverfield Lane, obviously, like wasn't really connected to it, and then the ending it is, but again, awesome movie. Cloverfield Paradox. What was that? They
I don't
shadow dropped that movie as well. Wasn't that at like the Super Bowl, 2018
Yeah.
Super Bowl or something? They shadow dropped it.
I wonder how well it did because of the shadow drop.
I think it did
They didn't
very
do it
well,
again.
like viewership wise, but yeah,
It did do well, viewership wise.
Viewership wise,
Just didn't get reviewed. Okay.
The reviews
That's
are
cool.
not great. I remember watching
Okay.
it, being like, "This kind of is not good, not good."
Right, I didn't see it. I didn't see any of the Cloverfield movies though. I haven't seen any of them.
Dude, 10
Oh, sure.
Cloverfield Lane is awesome, like a genuinely awesome movie.
Wasn't like Cloverfield kind of like shoehorned into it though?
It
Like the
was.
idea of Cloverfield's
That's what I mean.
connection.
The ending, yeah, the ending
Oh.
is essentially where it gets kind of shoehorned in, and you're like, "Oh, okay."
Sure.
But it works. It works because it's the way it's written. Like it does kind of fit. It does feel shoehorned in. But at the end of the day, I feel like it could have just been anything. It just happened
Yeah.
to be Cloverfield.
Yeah, it's just like
but
how
10
the
Cloverfield
movie
Lane, really good, man.
is. It kind of like how the movie Life really should have been a Venom movie, and it was a missed
Man,
opportunity.
I'm still kind of upset that wasn't a Venom prequel. That would have been
It's crazy
brilliant.
because it would have been so cool because that whole universe is so broken. Like they just couldn't
Yeah.
never get any Spider-Man villain movie off the ground. There's so many of them. It's insane. We just stopped watching them. After Morbius, we were like, no, we're checked
Yeah,
out. Sorry.
I didn't watch Venom,
It's
the
over
third
now.
Venom.
Yeah, that was because of Morbius, isn't it?
Yeah,
Morbius checked us out. We were like, no, I don't think so anymore.
yeah. I was like,
We didn't watch Craven the Hunter. Craven the
Which is
Hunter
a
is a great
shame.
cast. It's Russell Crowe. It's freaking
Yeah.
what's his name?
Aaron Taylor
dude from-
Johnson.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
They
I
CGI'd a
don't know.
woman's lips to move when they added the dialogue into that.
Oh,
one
right,
scene.
yeah, you showed me that. Yeah, what a
Great
mess.
stuff.
And then there's
good
Madame
stuff.
Web, which was arguably the worst one, apparently, according to some.
I kind of want to
Isn't
watch.
it like the
Madame
worst
Web,
reviewed
though.
one? You want to see it?
Yeah, I'm just so curious. It just
Yeah, that
like,
one's interesting because that one
the
I feel
cast
like
of that is like so good too. You got I just blanked on literally every single person in that movie. You have Sydney
Dakota
Sweeney,
Johnson.
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota
you
Johnson's
have-
like mean.
Yeah, you have oh my god, why am I forgetting her? I want to say Dora the Explorer. She's fucking Dina and
Oh, Isabella Merced.
Yeah, Isabella Merced.
Dora the Explorer. That's not inaccurate.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a good cast.
10% of Rotten Tomatoes.
Crazy.
It's the lowest
Crazy.
one, I think, because I think Craven the Hunter, which came out after, and then they had the Bad Bunny. That would have maybe done really well from a viewership perspective because Bad Bunny is so popular.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Super Bowl at all? Did you watch just specifically? Did we talk about this last time? No, we didn't because it was
No,
Couldn't.
I didn't. I watched some of it, like clips, but I didn't go out and watch. I don't really give a shit that much.
I just watched the the halftime show, and I thought it was amazing. I legitimately think it's awesome. Did you watch it at all?
Again, I just saw some clips.
The production value is freaking incredible.
It's like 17 minutes.
He runs a oneer. And, yeah, he's doing a oneer in the beginning of the thing. He's like got multiple set up people that he's talking to while he's not talking to, but communicating with while he's singing. It's just awesome. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan at all. I don't care for I don't know if I've ever heard a single song he's ever made. That doesn't matter. The production value is freaking awesome. It's the best halftime show I've seen personally. Cool. There was a lot of cool ones. There was that Star Power one where they had like all the rappers all at once. Do you remember that? Like Dr. Dre showed up, Eminem was there.
Oh yeah,
50 Cent. That one was crazy, really cool. But this was amazing. Like from a production standpoint, it felt like if it was very cinematic. It was very, very cool. I recommend it. It's excellent. But anyway,
cool.
Okay,
Bad Bunny was hit movie Bullet Train.
Also, he is in Bullet Train, and then after that, he was supposed to star as what was the name of the character?
El Muerto, right. Simon. That's what he was supposed to do.
Which could have been a hit.
If anything was going to be a hit, it probably would have been that one. Just because
from a box office standpoint, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I don't know about the writing. Griffin Thunder is 15%, so Madam Web wins.
Crazy. Speaking of low scores on Rotten Tomatoes, there was a movie, and I remember the trailer looks really good for this movie.
Yeah,
it's called Psycho Killer, and have you heard of this movie, Simon? Have you seen the trailer?
I don't think so. Why?
It looks really cool, right? Yeah. On the poster, all over it, it's like from the twisted writer of Seven, the producers of Barbarian, and the producer of Weapons, right? This movie, 22 reviews, 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Zero. I want to watch this movie really badly. I'm like, how bad is this? Is this so bad it's good? Or is this just like a bad, boring movie?
Oh,
it came out last week.
There's not that many reviews, though. Yeah, it's a 22. Low sample size. Yeah. How is this possible?
Yeah, I'm so curious about this. I want to watch it just because of that.
It does make sense to be 0 because it's just the 1 or 0 response. I guess that makes sense if it's 22 reviews. It will go up. If it gets 50 reviews, 100% it will be 1% at the very least. It will be 2% at the very least. Right? Like, yeah. That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Remarkable. All right. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm really excited for Spider-Man Noir. I very excited. That trailer is so cool. He's looking. Nicolas Cage is so Nicolas Cage in this, and he's also so Spider-Man. He looks badass. What was this supposed to come out? Launched this spring. Did they have a date? Maybe in the trailer? Because I wrote this before they launched the trailer because they put a bunch of photos out and they did like press stuff. Like Rotten Tomatoes was like, oh, this movie's coming. And they didn't say when the trailer was coming. And then the trailer came a few days later.
May 27th is when it's releasing, apparently, on Prime Video.
Amazing.
That's soon. That's soon.
Yeah. Amazon's killing it. Good for them.
Yeah. And great cast in this as well. Like on top of Nicolas Cage as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I love me some Lamorne Morris.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good New Girl.
Yeah, indeed.
From Game Night. You know the quote that I always say? Baby, I fell. I love that.
That's from Game Night?
Yeah, baby, I fell. Yeah, that's from Game Night.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's him.
Okay.
He falls over at one point. He's like climbing on boxes and then he falls over. He's like, baby, I fell.
Okay. Yeah.
I really like Lamorne Morris. Again, he's Winston in New Girl. He's like my favorite character, probably. Honestly, New Girl is such a good show. It's a great show. I miss it.
Sorry for your loss. Anyways. All right. Now on to a segment of our show that I like to call A Look to the Future. Wow. A portion of our podcast where each of us present at least 3 of our picks for the TV series or movies that look most interesting to us that are releasing between the dates of February 24th and March 9th, 2026. Adrian, as is customary, you go first. Which movies are you excited for / TV shows are you excited for in this coming 2-week period?
Simon, I got a couple for you, my friend. A lot of these are coming out on February 27th. But the first one I'm going to start with, Simon, is one of my favorite horror franchises sequel. The 6th sequel, making it the 7th movie in the franchise. Scream 7, baby. Oh, yeah, almost. Scream 7, man. I'm very excited about this one. I think it's interesting because the fun part about a lot like the Scream movies is that it's a whodunit, right? Like there's murders, but you're like, oh, who could it be? It's a slasher whodunit, meta movie. And in this one, it seems like we already know who the killer is. Or we can assume who's pulling the strings. So I'm curious how this movie's gonna feel with the knowledge of you already know who's pulling the strings, unless they pull the rug out from under you and it's not gonna be that. So
that's what I think. Yeah, trickery.
Yeah, trickery. Yeah, I think it is a shame what happened. The whole Melissa Barrera situation. I think that's fucking absurd, and obviously Jenna Ortega then leaving, and I feel like it sucks to not know like what could have been, especially with Christopher Landon coming in as well, who I think would have been a really awesome choice as a director and writer for that movie. But again, I'm still excited about this. I hope it's good. I think honestly, all the Scream movies are fairly good and fun to watch. I like all of them. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Not really.
Great. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not excited.
Okay.
But
do you want me to invite you to this if I go?
Isn't that the same day that Resident Evil Requiem comes out? That's a good horror day.
It is indeed. So I'm thinking, Simon.
Horror combo.
Thinking we watch Scream 7 on Thursday, and then I go home and I play Resident Evil at midnight.
Right. Yeah.
It's going to be spooky. And then I'll work on Friday. Do I want to work?
No.
I never want to work.
No.
Will I work?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you're going to play Resident Evil. Oh, okay. For the lawyers, yeah, you're definitely going to be working that day.
I will be working that day.
You're going to be working. You won't be on PlayStation.
Most of that day, I will be working.
You won't be on PlayStation.
8 hours of that day, start to finish, I will be working.
Of course. 100%. All right, cool. My first choice here is The Bride. Maggie Gyllenhaal's Frankenstein's Bride movie. It airs on March 6th. That's not a streaming service, right? That's going to theaters. Is that I should probably check this.
That is going to theaters, right?
I think so. I'm just curious if it's a wide release or not, because we're The Bride.
I think it is a wide release.
Release date. But Christian Bale looks awesome in it.
Yeah.
Got
Jesse Buckley.
Hot off Hamnet, Hamnet.
Yeah.
Where they catch hams with nets.
Yep. It's true.
Good old. They just catch like running pigs with a giant net. Good stuff. March 6th. Did I say that? Yeah. Okay.
That is what you said, man. That's what you said.
It's in IMAX on March 6th. Huh. Good for her. Good for Maggie Gyllenhaal. Good.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Maggie Gyllenhaal. All right. Well, that's exciting. I don't know. I didn't watch the Frankenstein movie on Netflix. I don't know if I'm interested in this. I'm not interested in it. I definitely want to see it if you're interested, but you also didn't see the Frankenstein movie either. Are you just not into Frankenstein? Is that what it is?
Like my favorite Frankenstein movie is like Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Frankenstein one.
Oh, okay.
Which I was a fan of.
Cool.
I had that on VHS. Right. I watched it all the time. So
all right, then.
Technically I am a fan of Frankenstein, but again, I need some chipmunks with them, dude.
That's fair. What's your next pick, sir?
My next pick, Simon, is a television show premiering on Apple TV Plus on February 27th. It is the second season of Monarch, The Legacy of Monsters, or Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I'm very excited about this, man. I'm stoked. I liked the first season a lot. This season seems to be going even bigger with more Godzilla. They got King Kong in there. Who's Titan X? What is this thing? What is that creature in the sea? You see those tentacles destroy that boat?
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
That's fucking CGI right there, dude. That's
Kraken.
Real life. That's real life. It looks like. God, this show's fucking awesome, dude.
It looks cool.
Yeah. Severance is just a bunch of white rooms.
I know. I don't know. There's a lot of on location like stuff in season 2 for Severance. I was going to say that before. That could be part of it. It just doesn't seem like it could be the most expensive show though. It's so much.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Anyway. All right, my next pick is a TV show on HBO called The DTF St. Louis, Adrian. It's a comedy. Stars David Harbour, Linda Cardellini, Jason Bateman, with Secret Life of Walter Mitty writer Stephen Conrad as showrunner. This looks pretty interesting. I'm curious to see how well this is reviewed and does. I don't think there's reviews yet for this, but it launches on March 1st, if I didn't already say that. So that's the premiere.
This is a comedy?
Show. It is a comedy.
Interesting.
I think it's like
I did
a
not
dark
get
comedy.
that vibe when I watched that trailer. I was like, this does not seem funny.
Did you not like the trailer? Did we talk about this trailer before?
I don't know if we did. I liked the trailer. I was like, oh, this seems interesting. Did not take this as a comedy, though.
Yeah.
Maybe
I completely forgot about the trailers. We didn't talk about the trailer. We can do that at the very end briefly if you have any opinions on them. But there were so many trailers in the last 2 weeks. It's insane. I can list them off at the end. But let's get through this segment first, and then we'll go through that. What's your next pick?
My next pick is a new Pixar movie, actually, Simon. It's Hoppers, which is Avatar, but animals. That's what it seems like.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that impression.
Yeah,
that's March 6th. Yeah.
It's like the kid going into like an animal body to communicate with these animals in like the forest.
I don't know if I've seen a trailer for this.
And
it's John Hamm.
John Green Eggs and Ham?
John Hamm is playing one of the main characters in this. Oh, this is a movie about bunnies, not pigs, so I don't understand.
It's not even about a bunny, it's a beaver, dude.
Oh, it's a beaver. Why is it called Hoppers then?
You think I fucking know? You think I wrote this?
I literally didn't see the trailer. I thought I did see it. Am I crazy? I thought I saw this trailer.
I feel like we saw it in theaters at some point.
No, I don't know. I feel stupid. I don't know. Whatever.
Hey.
John Hamm is in it though, right?
He isn't in it. Yeah, okay. He is in it. Sorry. I'm being he is in it.
Okay, good. Yeah. Is this something you're interested in?
So is Dave Franco.
Oh. Hoppers. Okay.
So is Bobby Moynihan. Bobby Moynihan is in it as well.
Good. Very good. Why'd you say it like that?
I feel like I was referencing something and I don't know what I was referencing.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. Yeah. Bobby Moynihan might be in Grand Theft Auto. Did we talk about that?
No.
It looks like he's like even motion capture. Which they tend to do at Rockstar.
Moynihan. Did they do... Am I thinking of fucking BoJack Horseman? Did they do like a Bobby Moynihan reference in BoJack Horseman?
I don't know.
Bagel. So,
all right.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay, my next pick is a TV show also on HBO because I just did HBO again before. But for this show is called Rooster. It's Steve Carell, Bill Lawrence comedy. Stars on March. It premieres on March 8th. Did you see this trailer? You did, right?
Yeah, that's with Steve Carell's like daughter. She's like a teacher at a school, and then her husband cheats on her with a grad student. That's like the setup.
Yeah. It looks like pretty cool. I'm just interested in it because of Steve Carell and Bill Lawrence, and I think Bill Lawrence is is on a hot streak. So, because Shrinking is phenomenal, and so is Ted Lasso. So, I feel like he hasn't missed in a bit, and this being on HBO, pretty good hope for it being pretty excellent. So, that's my next pick. Anything else you've got for me?
I got one more. It's a movie called In Cold Light. This is it's coming out February 27th as well. It stars Micah Monroe. Trailer seems pretty neat. Premise seems pretty good. It's not reviewed particularly well. Unfortunately, it's 52% on Rotten Tomatoes. But again, it has Troy Kotzer in it as well.
Nice.
It seems interesting because I think it's like Micah Monroe. She like gets out of prison and gets framed for a murder, and then like is kind of on the run.
Okay,
again. So seems interesting. I really like Micah Monroe as an actor. Like she's just in a lot of things I really really enjoy. You know, she's not like a huge like actor in like big blockbusters, but again, like everything I see her in, I'm always like, "Fuck, you're awesome, dude." Like, I mean, most recently, Long Legs, I think, is what we watched her in, where she's amazing in that movie. Prior to that, I watched her in Watcher, no pun intended. It Follows, of course. There's that movie Villains, which I really love. Again, she's just like really good, just consistently great in everything I see her in. So
Cool.
Yeah.
I got one more random miscellaneous pick, and I picked it because at the end of the trailer I was befuddled. The trailer is for a Netflix movie with Alan Ritchson called War Machine. And when you get to the end of the trailer, I'm like, is that a Deathbringer from Horizon Zero Dawn? And that's why I was confused. So it may be worth watching the trailer. It's not War Machine as in the MCU's War Machine. That might be why you looked a little puzzled there, maybe. But it has nothing to do with that. It's no MCU connection, no Marvel Cinematic Universe connection. But it's Reacher actor Alan Ritchson, and he's like getting fit in the beginning of the trailer, and then it takes a turn where it's about aliens. It looks like I'm like, whoa, wait, what is this? And then when you see the freaking machine, I'm like, that is very much a Deathbringer. Like I just played Horizon Zero Dawn again. It's funny because Netflix was going to make Horizon Zero Dawn a TV show. So I'm like, is there any connection with the CGE that you've done on Zero Dawn, or did you not get to that point because that would have been post-production? I don't think they got that far at all for that show, but I just thought it was funny because it does look like a Deathbringer from what I see in the way that it shoots as well. I'm like, oh, it's kind of strange. But Deathbringer is in like a lot of the machines in Horizon, the Horizon universe, the video game universe. Like they are very alien in a way, the way they're built, because it's a science fiction show, and so is this movie, it seems.
Yeah.
But yeah, the War Machine movie comes out March 6th. I have a bunch of other things written here just to throw out there. Young Sherlock looks kind of cool. Also Amazon. It's directed by Guy Ritchie, and it has a pretty crazy supporting cast. Like the main actors are younger actors, so they're not as well known. But what's his name is in it? Colin Firth. Which is like, that's awesome. Like Oscar winner Colin Firth is just in this Young Sherlock TV show. There's the show Marshals on CBS. It's a Yellowstone spinoff about marshals in the Yellowstone universe. And then there's also Bridgerton season 4 part 2, which is February 26th. Marshals is March 1st. But Bridgerton season 4 part 2 is on February 26th. And then the Scrubs reboot is airing on February 25th. I never watched Scrubs. Did you ever watch Scrubs?
I tried to watch the first episode, and the pilot is atrocious.
Oh.
Like it's really bad. Like I could not get through it. It's that bad.
Oh. Okay.
So I know it's very well regarded, but the pilot's just a bad episode of television. So
I'm going to throw out names of trailers to end our episode because I just completely forgot to put that into the trilogy of news, trilogy of topical tidings.
Cool.
And just I guess don't stop me, but maybe
I'll
put your hand up if you want me to talk about something specific. They just showed off the Toy Story 5 trailer. Woody's going bald. House of the Dragon season 3 trailer.
Stop. Okay. Yeah. Like why are they making him go? I understand it's a toy.
Good one to start with.
Yeah, like I understand that it's a toy and toys fade away, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. Do we really need that? Do we need Woody going bald, man? Like I don't know. There's something so sad about that.
It's representative though.
Sad.
The exact storyline they're trying to play at here.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that, tablets are taking over kids' time and they're not playing with traditional toys. So I think it's kind of cool in that way. The thing is that in Toy Story 2, there's that dude who's got who fixes up the toys.
Yeah.
So he could have it fixed up, but the problem is that the time of toys is ending. So that people like that, like craftsmen like that probably don't really exist. So I think that's it is supposed to be sad. I think that's the whole idea. We'll see how they tackle it. I don't know. Toy Story 3 was really a high point. It was really beautiful. It was really tough to top that in the fourth movie. And I don't know that they're going to be able to top that in this fifth one. I don't know. We'll see.
No, yeah.
I hope that they could, but
I like Toy Story 4.
Me
by
too.
The way, like I think it's
Keanu
great.
is a real standout. I think. Too.
Yeah, I mean Key and Peele also in it. Like they're really
Key
great.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's is. I don't know. It's cool. Like I'll watch this. Like it's fucking Toy Story, dude. Like I grew up watching Toy Story. Of course I'm going to watch this. But I am curious. Like, is this? It must be good, right? It must. Like you can't. not be great. You can't. You just can't. So
it'll be good. It's Pixar.
Yeah.
Pixar's got a really good track record. Even when Pixar is bad, it's not really bad, I find. So it should be good. Anyway, moving on. House of the Dragon season 3 trailer. We kind of talked about House of the Dragon, so we kind of move on.
I'm excited.
Yeah. There's the normal trailer where Bob Odenkirk plays. Oh my god.
Yeah. This one seems fun. I like this. This is a town called Normal. Shit's not normal there. Bob Odenkirk, action movie star. I like this a lot. I
love that he's just an action movie star in a different franchise that also starts with an N and just is one word, and it's kind of confusing. Like
it's also by the same
title
creator. It's like
is it the same?
It's the same team.
Director? Really?
Isn't it? What was it? David Leitch, right? Is it not?
No, David Leitch never even did.
Not
Nobody.
David Leitch. Oh man,
Salsky also didn't do Nobody.
What the fuck am I thinking of, man? Derek Kolstad. Isn't it Derek Kolstad? Sorry.
Oh, Derek. Oh, it's a writer.
Writer, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, because Derek Kolstad wrote Nobody, I think, and Nobody too. I'm just going into his.
And he wrote the first John Wick
He did
movie.
write Normal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's an affinity to Bob Odenkirk. Bob Odenkirk has a crazy number of projects that are coming out. Wait, Bob Odenkirk? Oh, not Bob Odenkirk. Sorry, Derek Kolstad. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry, yeah. Derek Kolstad has a lot of projects coming out in the near future. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, he wrote Normal. You're right. But Derek Kolstad also wrote Splinter Cell. The Splinter Cell TV series. I love that exists. It's so funny because they won't make a game. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Looks good. You're going to definitely comment on this. We talked about Spider-Man Noir, so I'll skip that one. We just talked about Hoppers, so I definitely watched the trailer because otherwise I wouldn't have written it here. Minions and Monsters. Do you have any interest in that? Did you see the trailer?
No.
Scream 7 we just talked about. That was there as well. I think it was at the Super Bowl or after it as well. Project Hail Mary, the final trailer looks crazy. Looks really good. I'm really excited about it.
I don't watch it.
I'm into too much. Don't watch it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I heard. I was listening to like a podcast, and they said like, hey, like don't watch any of these trailers. Apparently, even the first trailer revealed some stuff about what it is, and then
but we're gonna see
definitely don't watch the second one.
We're gonna see it in theaters. We have no choice. That's the problem. Well, I'm not gonna
close my eyes. I'll close my eyes.
All right, you do it.
And my ears.
Sorry, the one I thought you were gonna comment on was Over Your Dead Body. Did you watch this trailer? I think you did.
Yeah, which one is that? That's
Jason Segel.
I did see that. This one looks really cool with Samara Weaving and Jason Segel.
And freaking Timothy Oliphant's randomly in it.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. What? I thought I understood what was the premise here. And then it just goes wacky and crazy. I'm like, I'm interested in this. This looks good. This one I'm very intrigued by.
Yeah. So. This one seems super fun. It seems like a fun premise. Because it's the oh my God. Whatever. Continue. The creative
they're
team
presumably they're
this.
married. They're at like a dinner table and they're like discussing killing each other. Essentially, and you're like, what? What's going on? And then shit hits the fan, and there's like all this action and like people shooting guns, and it's like, what is going on here? Like, it's insane. So yeah, it's cool. I leave in the best to last because this is the trailer that I thought is the craziest one. But I'll keep going until I get to that point. Mandalorian and Grogu, they had a Super Bowl trailer that I thought was badass. Really, really cool. Not like anything else. It was like a car commercial. Like I'm pretty sure it was. It was. Yeah, it was voiceovered by Sam. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about? Classic.
Yeah, Sam
Elliott.
Elliott.
Like Western. Yeah, Sam Elliott. Awesome. It looked like a freaking Chevrolet commercial or something. I thought that was awesome. And then they did another
Mandalorian. It would be a
Mandalorian
Ram commercial, Simon. A Ram commercial.
Ram?
That's,
you're right. It's Ram. Yeah.
With the Dodge Ram in your reins or whatever.
Yeah. Good call. I don't watch a lot of commercials lately. But anyway. Okay.
You act like I just sit there watching commercials. I don't sit there just watching commercials. This is just I just know this. Okay.
Not to offend. I didn't mean to offend.
I don't just sit and watch commercials, man.
There's another Supergirl commercial. There's another Disclosure Day commercial. They all look commercial. I'm not saying commercials because of you. Trailers. Disclosure Day looks awesome. I'm really excited for Disclosure Day.
Me too.
It's really cool.
Looks intriguing. We were talking when we were watching Marty Supreme Fries because they were playing the trailer ahead of time. And you're like, oh, I wonder what this is. Like, are they shapeshifters? And I was like, I didn't get that. But then you pointed out a scene where I'm like, oh, maybe they are shapeshifters.
No, that's not what I was saying. Well, I was kind of saying that, but you missed my point. I think it was loud.
Okay,
It was
what were
loud
you
in the
saying?
theater.
What were you
You
saying?
know what's crazy? You just like glitched out when you were making that weird noise, and it looked like you were just dying or something. Like a bomb went off in your building. It's like you're like, and then it froze. I'm like, is he alive? No, you're alive.
No.
Thank God. Anyway, disclosure date. I was thinking that what it was, not shapeshifters. It was shapeshifters, but my idea was that their consciousness of the aliens are in the people, and they don't realize, and they're sleepers. So they're like Cylons. So that's why they can shapeshift, because they could always do that the whole time, but they don't actually, they're not really humans, but they're somehow believe that they are humans until disclosure day or some event causes them to like turn. So then they basically are awakened. It's like, like spies when they hear a keyword, like Bucky Barnes and Winter Soldier, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they become
okay, that makes a little bit more
activated.
sense. That
That's
makes
what
a
I
little
meant.
bit more sense. Because I
don't know.
I thought it was like a possession movie, like the aliens were possessing the animals and stuff.
I think
Because you see like the deer walking and like the little
Maybe.
bunny hopping.
I thought
Like,
maybe the
they're
animals are also like, they are also the aliens because they can
Yeah.
shapeshift to anything. But but the moment where they show Emily Blunt's character and it becomes, is Laura Linney in this movie? Was it Laura Linney to Emily Blunt, or am I crazy? They do like a basically a pan around a person standing in front of Emily Blunt, and then it goes from one actor to become Emily Blunt. So I'm like, is this not what this is? Like these people are changing their face. They could be whatever they want.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But what is there a possibility that it's not aliens? No, it has to be aliens, right? I was thinking, what if it was
For
like
sure,
AI?
aliens.
What if it was like AI? They're like communicating ones or zeros. That's what the clicks are. I don't know. That would be funny if it wasn't aliens, because they don't show anything coming down. So it would be funny if it was a twist. You're all thinking that they're aliens, but they're actually like a kind of interdimensional species or something, or like what's the word I'm trying to say? Like they're living between time and space.
Yeah.
Or they come out of the woodwork from somewhere else. Like they're living deep in the ocean. It would be cool if they're not extraterrestrial, like outside of Earth, but inside of Earth
They're just
somehow.
crab people.
I don't know. That'd be kind of cool because that's not really done that often. That'd be funny if I predicted that by accident, because they're clearly making it look like it's aliens. Like that's clearly the intent.
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks good. The last trailer I want to talk about here before we close the show off, Adrian, and this trailer is the craziest trailer I've seen in a while. And it's the boldest one. And it was at the Super Bowl, which I think is just insane. The Adventures of Cliff Booth. Did you watch this trailer?
Oh yeah, at the Super Bowl.
What a nutty trailer. It looks awesome. I think it looks so cool, but it's like bold and very, very unique. There's not
Super Bowl.
like, you're not really getting your point across necessarily perfectly. And for the Super Bowl, it's an interesting choice of trailer,
Super
but
bold.
they also keep they keep blurring out people's like their mouth, like using the F word or whatever it may be. It's kind of weird. It's really neat. I'm curious about how this will
I'm
work.
definitely intrigued about this one. Looks cool. I
A
really
Quentin
like
Tarantino script and a David Fincher direction is the most intriguing part for me. But sorry,
this one is coming to theaters as well. I think it's having like at least a limited theater release.
Oh right, yeah.
Because it is Netflix.
I don't know. Maybe they're gonna do it really hard because they want to prove.
Yeah.
They want to prove how much they should own Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
They're like, oh look, no problem. We always do theatrical releases. See Cliff Booth here, Brad Pitt, big screen.
Ask our best friend David Fincher.
Yeah. Well, his last few movies haven't really been in theaters in any big way. Mank was in theaters in very limited release, I think, in Canada here. It was like 2 weeks before it went on. And that's because they wanted Mank to win awards at the Oscars. That was the whole idea. But it was in theaters for a brief time before Netflix. And I don't even know if The Killer was ever even in theaters at all.
I feel like it was like a limited release.
Maybe
like I feel like I
was.
remember it being in like Princess or some shit like that, but not like Cineplex. But who cares?
Yeah, cool, man. All right, yeah, that's the trailers. There was a lot of them. I think I missed a couple too, but the Adventures of Cliff Booth was definitely the most interesting trailer because it's just the most unique, and I feel like it didn't necessarily sell itself. It was it's very confident. It reminds me of Wonder Man. Like you're just like, here is this thing that we made. It's really cool and very creative, and really like looks very indie in a lot of ways. Do you like it? If you don't like it, oh well. I don't know. I just think that's really neat. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. But yeah, okay. Well, that's it. Do you have anything else to say before we close this show off?
No, man. I think this was fun. Look at us, brisk. We're just going through it. Today, I think both of us were high energy. We were ready to chat. We were ready to talk about things. And
yes.
we did.
We did indeed. It's incredible.
Incredible
We
stuff.
did it. All right.
Marty Supreme fries, baby.
Yeah. Thank you, audience, for listening to episode 130 of Split Focus, a film and TV podcast. My name is Simon Eady, and it has been a pleasure to host you alongside my beautiful co-host, Adrian Finter.
Oh, thanks.
Please join us on March 10th for episode 131. Good evening to you, and good luck.
Take care, guys. Wow.
Goodbye.